Hi Wombat, that's the Twitch account. Yeah, that's the Twitch account, and I'm also streaming on my Star Citizen account, which is on YouTube at this moment, which is something like SC or something like that. So I am doing both. But I like this one as a cross-reference because I had problems yesterday. So I'm just trying to understand. I think I fixed the problem and I want to try and see if I can do better than I did yesterday. If that makes sense. So the YouTube are separate ones. The account I normally use for YouTube, which was the one I had on yesterday. But the one that I'm streaming on now is the Twitch account. So I need to check volume settings, everything. I don't know if it will work today. Yesterday it just didn't work at all. And the game just was a bit useless yesterday. Hope.
4.0 is very buggy for QT and J.
Yeah, I was playing it before yesterday and it was very smooth, very stable. And the idea of the stream yesterday was to have a bit of a rant about how they've turned it from the best, best damn space simulator ever to the best damn looking arcade game ever, just because of the way they've tried to do something which is ridiculous, to be honest. You know, other than that and the fact it was a bit of a buggy mess. It has been quite good. I mean, it's been quite enjoyable in terms of playing it, but it's just unfortunate that yesterday was so bad. But we'll see. I'm just trying to monitor everything, get everything going, and see how we go. Anyway, I'm going to enter the universe now and see what happens. See if I can actually do any jumping and stuff like that. No, I can imagine, don't worry. You don't need to look at it. There'll be a few people who come on who will check it out for me. And let's put that over there. There we go. But it's just a shame. As I said, I've been playing it and it would have been ideal for me to dem. And then once I can get all this sorted and it's sort of more, it just works instead of the little issues I'm getting. And once I get a grip of it, it should be fine. And on Twitch as well, you should notice my voice is cutting through everything else. Should be a lot louder and a lot clearer. So, right, back in bed again, not for the first time. Frame rate, where are we in bed? Interestingly, the frame rate's disappeared.
Nice, I have my headphones on left and right.
Ah, so you can hear me. So if I start talking just that little bit quieter, it should help you when you go to bed, if you're lying in bed. You can have me talking to you in your right ear if you wish. Or on the other hand, I can move my voice over into the middle of your head, maybe through the back of your head. It's probably slowly disappearing now. And then back over to the left ear. Is that all working? Right and left and everything, yeah? Right, let's see what happens.
Yes, it is perfect.
Excellent.
How is Floppy?
She's alright, she's downstairs. We went on a 2.5 hour shop at 3 different shops. And I've just run through the wrong door. And to be fair, it was a pain in the ass. And I've probably spent, oh, what am I doing down there? Spent quite a bit. To be fair. But you do, and that's what happens when you go shopping. No SC audio, yeah, I thought that. Something's just happened there, and I think I might have caught a button from this over here. Star Citizen should be giving audio. Yeah, it should be. And you should be able to hear it when I stop talking. There's not much audio, to be honest. Let me just check, because yesterday I was having a few little options, and because of the time it was a little bit late, so I could possibly afford to switch that up. You'll soon hear it. It's just that when I talk it pushes it down so much that...
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
You see what I mean? It's all there. It's just for some unknown reason there's no music. Right, let me see if my iron... Oh God, not again. Yeah, this... It's just a voice, so it literally won't last for long. So while I'm waiting for that to come back, I'll just go and... No, I can't put that ship. Let me go and find something big, and then it'll give me a big hangar, and then I'll be able to claim the ship in there. So it's very quiet at the moment. There's nothing going on in game. We're in a space station that needs claiming. I don't know why it needs claiming. Let's try that one. And then once I've got the big hangar, I can go down and there's my big hangar. Yesterday, no, the day before was interesting. I went down to my hangar, and when I got there, I found myself back in May at a tour for the for one of the big ships. I come out the lift and I was in the wrong place completely, and then couldn't get back in. Right, so that's guaranteed me the big hangar, hopefully.
Ooh,
Wombat said hello.
Hello, Wombat. Looks nice, doesn't it?
And the game's alright as well.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Can't tell you what the frame rate is. I think it's because I keep switching around.
Frame rate's non-thingy bobby.
None, not applicable.
Yeah,
or not available. Yeah, it's because... Until a QT, yeah. No, I was having the problems yesterday.
Well, when I get back into this, I said to Mel, you can imagine me going through the jump to go to Pyro, and I'm going to end up crashing, burning so many times, I'll get frustrated with it.
That's fine, darling. Get frustrated with everything. How do you think I feel about when I eat what you've cooked? Crashing and burning.
Shut your face.
You can't say that, and you definitely can't do what you just did, because I'm also on YouTube. I know, and you know what YouTube's like. So Elon Musk got YouTube at the moment. Oh no, it's just America, sorry.
Johnny Jabberwocky. Who's Johnny Jabberwocky?
Johnny Jabberwocky. He's Elsa Jabberwocky's other half, I think. Right, so I should have my 3-minute chip. No, it's still coming. It's got 39 seconds. Thanks for the teacock. Yeah, we'll see. When I first got in the other day, last weekend it would have been, I couldn't get to Seraphim. No matter what I tried, it took me the other way. And then I found if I went to a particular moon and went from that direction, I got to Seraphim. Oh, what's that? Oh, within the sun, you mean? No, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? It would be much better if you crash and burn, and then at least you'd spawn back where you started. Right, let's see if this thing is working. So I need to retrieve the ship. Oh, that, yeah, when you warp. I see what you mean.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Right, let's see if that ship suddenly appears. Sounds like a Karen Carpenter song, doesn't it? When do ships suddenly appear? Yeah, that doesn't look like it's appearing, does it? That reference is a dead ship. And I had this problem yesterday, then I had to go to a small hangar, pull a ship in there, then come back and then do it that way. Right, let's try again. Is he going to be in limbo? Oh look, it's on the pad. Yeah matey, I'll see you, thanks for popping in. I will be streaming more on evenings and weekends moving forward, hopefully.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Let's see if it appears this time. Let's do the magic sleight of hand. Because I seem to have a ship down there with a bad number. Christmas, yes, we got guests coming over tonight. So I've got till about 5:30, 6ish. I think I might have 2 ships there, or is it the same ship with 2 names? That's another song, isn't it? A ship with 2 names going la da 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 da. Sorry. I'm in one of those moods, as I said, I've been out shopping and you need to go to bed, mate. Let's see where I can go and what I can do. If I'm not going to do anything, it's going to be a very short stream. The main thing, yeah, see you matey. The main purpose for me today is to make sure that my other channel that I've got streaming live at the moment carries on, because yesterday I was having a problem and I found out what it was again. The door opened. Is the ship on? Something's going on. Let's switch the ship off. Let's switch the ship on. Right, it is moving, that's good. Excellent. It's moving, but I am not. And now I can't open the door.
Landing complete.
Right, let's see if I can still do it by comms. Possibly not, but you never know. Friends. Open. Oh, look at that. There's no... But that, is that supposed to be it? Pyro Gateway. Hey, hello, pup. Oh, I'm in Pyro Gateway again. That's not where I was yesterday, I don't think, or was I? Trying again, pup. Oh, you weren't here yesterday, were you? Did your mum get off all right?
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Right, let's see if I can actually... Oh, I know what it was yesterday. I got completely stuck because I couldn't move. Excellent, matey. It's all good. Did she give you a hug and a kiss when she went and says, be a good boy, as mums do? Right, we need to get... They always do, don't they? Always. I know when my mum was 80, I took her out for an 80th birthday treat to McDonald's for breakfast and a coffee. And that sounds like you tightwad. But what you got to remember is she used to go there with my dad, who died a few years before. So she hadn't been since. So whilst it sounds bad, taking her somewhere she used to like going with my dad, right? It was cheap, yeah. But she enjoyed it. Something really simple. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this scroll speed of these planets. Come on. It's Right, I've put my clutch up. No? Where am I now? Right. Crusader. Which one's Crusader? Is it this? Nope. It's there. Let's see if I can get there. What are the chances? But yep, she had sausage and egg McMuffin, hash brown, and a coffee, and she was happy with that. It was a really good cheap morning out, to be honest. What have I picked? Oh, I see.
Shields on.
Shields on. There should be shields off.
Shields off.
Now, is it going to go left into the sun, or is it going to go to Crusader?
Quantum travel.
Oh, look at that. See, I couldn't do that yesterday. Anyway, you're right, pup. So, yeah, it was... I couldn't get anywhere, so the fact I can actually get back to Crusader is good. So I might be able to do what I want to do. I'm on a short time. We've got visitors coming tonight. And as much as I'm sure I could play Star Citizen and stream while they're here, I don't see them that often. So I thought I'd best not, eh? See, Platty, you're downloading it, mate. So it knows to behave. I was thinking, you know, while I was out shopping, whether it was going to actually work. And have you managed to find the YouTube version of it yet? Could do with just volume checks, make sure everything is okay on there. I even turn my head, your left ear gets louder, and as I turn my head to your right, it sort of changes as well. So if everything's working, I might get to show you the biggest load of bollocks that I was trying to show you yesterday. Hello, Dustbin. I've only just come in, matey. Yesterday I couldn't even jump to anywhere. 5 gig, what's that, about a minute and a half? Shouldn't take long. You wanna look out for U-Fibre, Plateau, right? See if you can get U-Fibre in your area. You'll get a very good service. They'll pay off any contract that you're owing, and they will also, if you move house and you can't get them there, you won't have any extra charge, and it's costing me $29.99 a month. Hey, John. Oh, Johan Heckland. Hello, nice to see you again. Hang on a minute. Hey, pup, that guy's on YouTube. Again, you know, I mentioned. I was looking and I thought, oh, I'm sure I know that person. But yeah, he's looking. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully the volume's fine. Right, so what I want to do is just get here. I don't need to spawn here. This was my spawn point and this is where I should spawn, but I think it was because I logged out yesterday, so I didn't die or anything. Let's have a look at the contract situation. And we'll see whether we can get anything, and if we can get something, we might find that the oh look, no contracts. There are no contracts to be had. That sounds like a database problem.
I've been waiting for no date till 5 or yet. I'm 20 meters from the main road into Birmingham.
That doesn't follow. Where we are, right, where we were previously, we had fibre, right, to the house, to the property, and Cannock, which is a much bigger area compared to where we live, doesn't have fibre. It's quite surprising, and as I said, this is a gig up and down for $29.99 a month. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, contracts have appeared. Excellent. No notifications, those aren't contracts. So it looks like contracts are completely gone, which means it's probably a database style backend, I'm guessing. And as there's nobody at work, maybe somebody remotely can do something, but I doubt it. So I might have to go on spec, and we'll just have a little fly around Yellow and see if we can pick anything up. Where am I? I'll probably have to go what?
Yeah, backend's screwed up.
Yeah. Still.
Platty tried and said, you fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, you know, I'd got 3 months left on the contract. They will pay up to 300 quid to get you out of it. And if you give them a phone call, they talk to you and you're okay. 2 weeks from that phone call, they come in, stripped out the other one. In fact, what they were supposed to do was strip the other one out and connect theirs. And I said to the guy, this cable's already in place there. It goes up the I said it goes up the wall and drills into where we want it. Why on earth would you strip that out? Why don't you just replace the little box at the bottom, put your own? But he said, we're not supposed to do that. I said, I'm saving you time. It makes no sense. I said, I understand why you shouldn't do it. I said, but it makes no sense. It's fibre. Fibre is fibre. And they stuck it on, and it was here a short while, and that was that. And it was working, and it gives me about 940 meg down and up. The funny thing is I tested this just before I changed my fibre, and I could stream onto in 4K 60 FPS on what I'd got, which was 100 meg up and a gig down, but that was £49 something a month. So why would I carry on with that when I can get better at 29? And it's not for uploading, sorry, not for streaming. It's when I've done the videos. Some of the videos are going to be like 2 or 3 hours long in 4K, and they're going to be massive. But now I can drag and drop them, and they'll be a little bit better. Right. So because we can't get any contracts.
2000 said, all looks and sounds good now.
Excellent, thank you. Because I can't get any contracts, I'm just going on spec around here. So I don't know whether there's enemies in here or whether it's completely knackered. We go to Miner's Lament. There's an odd quantum issue at the moment where you can see I'm spoiled. Press the button and I went, but when I did it to the other place, I didn't go. So we're in the Ion, and I went in the Ion the other day to do a contract. Is that in the middle of there? Yeah, let's go through. I went into in the Ion the other day to do a contract, and what they've done to it because of the light fighters.
You fight, can't help either.
Oh really? They can't do your postcode? That's a shame. They're very small and very new, and they come round in hire vans because it's cheaper than having their own vans. But I don't care either way, you know, it's just cheap and does the job. Can't say the Wi-Fi around the houses is good, but I could put my own router back on there if I want, but I just haven't bothered yet. I just renamed everything to the original, and I've got a router and I can plug it in off a cable downstairs and that would be fine. Right, so let's get out of this. Let's go into fighty mode. So I use lag pips. Now in the game you've got lag pips and you've got leading pips. If you fly aircraft or you're flying in DCS, you always run on lead pips, but in Star Citizen there's something which is fundamental, that if you look you suddenly realise that hang on, you pay all this money to play the game, right? And you don't look at the ships you're shooting at. So if you're on lead pips, all you ever worry about is putting your cursor on a tiny little white dot circle that is in front of the ship you're shooting at, and you focus. Now, when you have foveted VR, they base on where your eyeballs are looking, right? And they drop the surround and they blur it, and they have the main bit you're looking at as very sharp. So if you look at the centre, for instance, now, if you look at where my cross is and you focus on that cross and the little circle in the middle, you suddenly find that everything else is blurred and you can't actually see it. You just focus, everything else is gone. It's not readable, it's not legible. So if I'm fighting a ship, right, they may as well be square boxes. If I'm going to use lead pips, they may as well not be ships. They could be anything, because all I'm doing is focusing and spending my time looking at a little circle in front of the ship, and that doesn't make sense. If you use lag pips, you're now looking where your pip is, and your pip will be on the ship. So not only are you looking at the ship and getting a chance to look at it, and however close you are or far away you are, right, you'll get to see the ship. And not only that, wherever you put your pips, that's where your ammo's going to land. So I'm not going around a little circle randomly firing and hoping I hit some. I put my pip on the ship. That sounds like a tagline. Put my pip on the ship, and that's where my ammo will land 100% of the time. And that means I can focus on engines, fuel storage, systems, etc, etc. So why on earth would I want to spend my time looking at a little white circle in front of a ship? The other thing is, if anyone disagrees or agrees with what I'm saying, please join in the conversation.
2000 said, I put my pip on my ship.
You put your pip on your ship. Do you know what I mean?
Bloody trying. Thanks.
Put the ding on the ding, yeah?
Ding.
Exactly. Why on earth would you want to spend your time looking at the same in DCS? When you're fighting, you know, you have to lead pip. Okay? So you're leading and you have to lead the plane. And unless you're in what you call in, for God's sake, in plane with it, which means that you're actually somewhere behind the plane and you're looking from there, everything's either a snapshot, or if you're on a turn, all you can do is lead and hope your pips hit. You're not looking at the plane half the time, do you know what I mean? And in something like this where it looks absolutely brilliant, it's like you're losing out. The other thing is, right, and this is the bit, and I am going to do a proper video to explain the bollocks of master modes, the misunderstanding that these ships in space, right, are helicopters, not World War II planes, and trying to change them into World War II planes is the biggest misunderstanding of what they're actually dealing with. The other fact, and this is what I was going to rant about yesterday, and I've still got no mission, but I'm still going to rant and keep on ranting and pass it on. The other fact is that the light fighters didn't like the fact that this ship, right, was capable of taking them out with one well-aimed shot.
69 said,
Hey, Foxy. I said I'll be on again for a little bit today, but it will be short-lived. But everything should be working now, apart from the game. So this is a size 7 energy-based weapon. The whole ship is based around the A10C.
said, what ship is Titanium?
This is the Crusader Ares Iron, right? And it's based around, the theory of it, as you can see, is a big gun, and it really is based around the A10. So what happened is when this ship came out,
Selidas 59 said, yeah, this is the
right,
Titanium.
all the light fighter brigade complained and said that ship is supposed to kill big ships. It's not supposed to be able to do what it does to us, right? And they whinged. And that's because they have no clue. So when I fire this, right, you watch what happens. Squeeze the trigger. Nothing.
Are a big gun engine on
Yeah, let go of the trigger. Fires. Okay, that's the one thing you notice. The other thing is, when you put a lag pip on and you're on a light fighter, they always seem to want to fight like 1,500 metres away. And you're thinking, that's a bit stupid. You can outturn me, you can outrun me, and you're going to get yourself 1,500 metres. So you imagine a light fighter down at 1,500 metres and it flies up. This ship can't turn fast enough for a light fighter. However, at 1,500 metres, I can track it all the way up, just like this. As fast as it can go, I would be able to put my pip on that ship the entire time. I'm barely moving, and I'll be firing away, right, just timing these pulses and hitting the ship. And then they complain that this ship shouldn't be able to do that. And the way you beat this, right, now I'm going to show you something, and I'm not sure if you're going to pick it up or not, right? This has a size 7 gun that points forward. There's none of this gimbal bollocks that's automated. So this ship relies on me being able to get that gun onto the ship that I want to shoot. Now that gun cannot turn anywhere but straight on.
flying said, I took the stealth and survey. Very dissatisfied with most questions.
Oh, I haven't even seen the survey. But where do you think would be the best place to attack this ship? And I'll give you a clue. It's not at the front. Anybody got any ideas?
Replied as 9 said,
Yeah, the left, the top, the back, slightly down like that, slightly down like that, slightly up like that, everywhere but the front. And you don't want to be 1,500 metres away. You want to be 200 or 300 metres away.
the engines seem easy.
Of course it is. Of course. You right. The butthole. Oh man, that was a good one. Now the point is, right, when I used to fly, I tried out using this and could do any of the missions, not a problem. There wasn't a ship, right, up until obviously the Polaris has come out. There wasn't a ship I could not completely wipe out with this. If I was going up against a hammerhead, where was I? Close. As close as I could get. I'd have a convergence of about 300 to 400 metres, right? Not that convergence on this matters. And while the ship is there, because it's
69 said, I first aid in stuff now. And to hit.
yeah. But the point is, right, when I had a ship that I could accelerate in and then pull my anchors on, I'd get close to the ship, and if I was doing a hammerhead, right, I would have my speed limiter up high, I would have my speed low, and I would be strafing. I'd do what helicopters do, because these are big helicopters, and I would be pulling my nose up, strafing at the same turn rate as the ship, in a position that was in between all of its guns and they couldn't reach, and I'd be sitting there just doing this. You can see the arc that it does, but every single one of these would hit, and I'd just go round and round the ship, and this is like me describing a circle around the ship, and I'll just blow it up, and that's it. It's as simple as that. And I tested it with a Cutlass Black, and I put on a Cutlass Black 6 ND B30s, and I set the convergence to 400 metres, and I went with a Cutlass Black and could take out anything you want. And you just get in there, get close quick. Hey, yeah.
Getting the game for the new 4.0. But I'm hearing bad stuff. Is it unclear? Is it like usual bugs sometimes and sometimes fine?
At this particular point in time, right, there's two things you've got to consider. Never buy to play the game in the state that it's in at the time. The rate of change is phenomenal. I haven't played this now for most of the year because it changes so fast. And I've been around since 2014, right? If you want to get the game, okay? If I was you, I'd buy something like a cutter, 45 quid. And I will guarantee you will get more than 3 to 4 weeks of very good gameplay out of it, but not necessarily a 3 to 4 consecutive weeks, because it changes that much. Now, if you spent 45 quid on a AAA game, which will probably cost you 50 or 60 quid, and it's a single player and you finished it in 3 to 4 weeks, that's it. But with this,
Your voice is deep for a 10-year.
for this, right, I guarantee you will get 4 weeks of very good gameplay. Okay?
Is fine, but 4.0, then my guess is that
Oh yeah, the thing is they've broken for Christmas holidays, and you know damn well people are remoting. The reason why contracts have dropped off is they're probably managed by a system that runs the database, right? Yesterday we couldn't quantum anywhere. Now what they do is they do in last minute patches, and they tried to do a last minute patch and then left for Christmas. The problem is every year they update the live version, they put a new version in and it falls over and then nobody can play. Okay, so last year, the year before that, and so this year they've put in 4, and they've also left the old one there, and so you can go to whichever one you want. Okay, but don't worry about getting a ship for this. Your learning curve is going to be extremely steep, and while there's an offer on, I think, on some of the game packages at the moment, then spend your $45 or your 45 quid, and then when you get a chance to play it, give it a whirl. Just one moment. Saggy Naggy's here, hang on.
Who's that?
Right, that's for Julie,
Yeah.
and then you put a little arrow on there and put Mel.
Okay.
And this one's for Hannah, and say this is what you'll be like eventually. Okay, thanks darling. Oh, they're saying hello, Lise.
Hello.
That was it, mate. She wants to go and watch a film before the visitors come. So do you understand what I mean? Does that make sense to you, Jinder House? Does that make sense? So buy it because you want to buy it, but never aim for a particular patch.
Jinde House said, it was very wise. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Refunded back in 2020 and wanting that knowledge. Was little cared about the 4.0.
Look, it's yesterday.
Dustbin
right.
Solo said, may I join you for a fly?
Of course you can. I don't know what we'll be doing. You can join in and we can fight each other if you want for a bit, and I promise I won't just keep blowing you up. You might keep blowing me up. In fact, if you've got a light fighter, could you please come in, because then I can demonstrate something that's what they've done. And that'll be good. Yeah, sorry, Mr. House. Just for $45, please don't spend any more, right? There is no need. You can just ask someone to go and fly with them. You might have friends who've already got it. You can come and fly with me. You can come and fly with my mates. It's absolutely fine. Just ask, all right? I've got a whole range of ships. You can borrow any of them. You can take them all out and try the stuff. So it's got no... yeah, anything. You see, the thing is, this has been tweaked. This has been tweaked so that I can't put my pip on a light fighter, and I couldn't tell whether it was just the game being a bit iffy, but it wasn't. Yeah, thanks for the follow. I'm not going to be on here too long today. I've got visitors coming later, as I said. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come in, and thank you for the follows. But yeah, I'd never go for a thing. You've just got to appreciate that you are going to get your money's worth at some point. Now, I'm in for a lot more than that. I've been buying stuff since 2014. It's MELL123. Let's go down to the planet. You're welcome, matey. I am going to be streaming this more often because I'll be able to work without having to work away because I currently work away somewhere else all week, and so you know my time is so precious because I've hardly got any. But it changes in the new year, so I should be streaming more often, and I'll start putting videos together for both this and for DCS. So if you fly DCS as well, you know you're on a win-win at the moment. Right, let's have a little look. I'll go back into... This is another thing I moan about, the way they've changed these modes. So if I want to fly fast, look at my speed at the moment. That's full tilt, 209. If I want to go faster, I've got to use another finger and press my boost button, which is limited. Now I can go 400 and odd. If I want to fly faster than that, right? Oh look, my shields are going off now because I've got to have my shields off. Okay, in quantum I'm limited. In flight I'll go the full speed of the ship, which you'll see in a minute is around about 900 or so, maybe 10 at a push. What load of bollocks is that? Why am I flying around with no shields on? Why can't I use the speed of the ship that I've got, fly into something, right, pop my shields on and shoot at it and then manoeuvre around, right? It's up to me how I control the speed. But if the problem is because the server can't keep up with everybody moving so fast, then say that's the point, and then just halve the speed overall. But this is just nonsense. And that's why this game is not the best damn space simulator ever, as originally claimed. It's the best damn looking arcade game that is ever going to be out. Which is terrible. Do you know what I mean? And I'll prove exactly what I'm saying when I'll put some videos together using DCS, and I'll show why these ships fly like helicopters, not like planes. And what they're trying to do is make the fighting more cinematic and make them fly like World War II planes, because Star Wars look good and World War II fighting looks good. Yeah, well, it's the wrong bloody thing to do, isn't it? And it's just that naivety. It's appalling.
I like the master who updated it to reduce the scummy tactics. Just stop driving away.
The thing is, to be honest, you try 2 helicopters, and if you put helicopters together to fight, that is how they fight. They sort of go hurtling towards each other, shoot as fast as they can. They can't turn instantly, unlike these things, right? They have to turn around and come back again, and you're either doing a joust, or you can sit in the helicopter with 3 gunners and spin round like a spinning top, like a turret. But that's only if you choose to fight like that. That's not necessarily how you would fight. You'll get up close and personal. That's how I used to fight with any of the ships within 500 metres or closer. And they didn't crash into me because I didn't let them crash into me. They tried, but I was never stationary. So when I fight, right, as I said, my speed limit is quite high. My throttle, which will go up and down quite a lot, but the main thing is my fingers always on my strafe. So if I was coming towards you now, I'm doing a corkscrew because I'm strafing while I'm going down. So if you look from outside, right, you can see that all the thrusters there. It's difficult to cross there, but when you've got another ship or something, I'm constantly moving down. And when I want to sort of turn, I don't need to do a lot. I just turn and I'm going round in like a barrel roll. I'm not turning round on the spot like aileron roll. I'm doing a barrel roll. And it makes it really difficult for them to keep track with the guns. So you get in fast, get in close, right? Shoot a few times, shoot at the same point every single time. Or if you got multiple guns, right, you make sure that the convergence has been set to match the distance you are away from the ship. And as far as I can see, the only way of setting the convergence is, just a minute, let me press escape. Hang on a minute, I've got to go options. Just a minute, hang on there. Just wait for me. I've got to change my convergence because of where I am now. Hang on, I'm just looking for it. Oh, there it is, 1,004 metres. So I'm closer now, so I need to bring it down. Where do I need to bring it to? 200 metres. Okay, right, I'm 200 metres away from it. Okay, let's carry on. Do you see what I mean? If you're going to have convergence, you need to have it on something that you can change on the fly. This, like the A10, right? And I can't fire now because, you know, I haven't got any shields up and I'm not in the right mode, bollocks. So I can't fire now, even though I can move full speed if I want to. Convergence is only any good when you've got multiple weapons. So when you've got 4 to 5 or even 6 guns in some cases firing, you want them all to hit at the same point. In World War II fighters, you'd have guns on your right and left wing in most cases. If you were too close or too far away, your ammo would cross over and then start moving away. So if you're too close or far away from the ship you're fighting or the plane you're fighting, you do very little damage. And it's possible to be too close. And again, people don't understand that. And if you do, and you can adjust to how your fighting style is, it's going to be so much easier. And they've taken that away. They've taken away the advantages that you would have by being able to put an extra size on and having no gimbals at all. So that was a really good edge. I was always on better weapons than people with gimbals. And it's just annoying. The game looks absolutely amazing. And I've been around some of the new places. It's absolutely stunning. Is it still working okay, Johan? Do you know what I mean? It just looks so damn good. But as I said, best looking space arcade game ever. And it's going to change. They're already saying they're going to change master modes. There's been such a backlash. But I heard them say, yeah, you will change master mode so you can have your shields up anytime, blah, blah, blah. But we're still going to slow it down because new people crash. And we've all crashed into planets and moons because in the dark, it's difficult until you get used to it to work out whether somewhere you're flying to is on this side of the moon or planet or the other side. Someone's shooting me. Or is this my ship just being weird? It's probably just dropped down on some sort of turret. But of course I'll fly around without my shields. Another interesting thing, which is very, very helicoptery, is a helicopter can fly around a target and keep its gun trained on a target. And it's very good for doing low level flying. And you watch people do low level flying and for some unknown reason they seem to think when they're going in a straight line, for instance, this is it, look. I'll put this into uncouple mode, right? Or decouple mode. Now look, I can turn over there. Now, I'm still flying in a straight line because it's inertia. But why does this make low level flying good? Well, I don't get it. Why does doing this make it look like your low level flying's really good? Anyone? Do you know what I mean? I am being a bit arsey today, aren't I? Going to get a reputation for being a moan bag. So yeah, that just didn't make sense to me. Go in a helicopter and do low level flying, you know, and it works. You go in these, and for some people, instead of people just flying low and avoiding things, they have to sort of point different ways and pull the ship around and make it look like it's more than it is. But anyway, I digress. Am I getting too moany? I sound like it, don't I, Plateau? Oh, look, I've just pressed the button and now my brakes have come on. Great. I'll show you something else as well. And now I know you can switch this off, so it's only a little rant. I'm going to fly along here and imagine this, I don't know, imagine this is Syria, okay? And I'm flying along in a plane as fast as I possibly can, And I'm going to get my gear down. Watch. Oh, my speed stopped or slowing down. Or look at it. I'm on full tilt. And because I've got my gear down, look what's happened. Why does that happen? Because in real life, you get your gear down, they act like brakes. So why does that happen here? Why have I slowed down? What is the more drag? You can switch that off, by the way. But they seem to be nursemaid in people. People make mistakes when they're new to this. It's not the easiest of things to learn. But if you bother to spend a bit of time, right, you'll find that you can start to learn. And here's another one. If you've got a split throttle, right, which I know some people have, you've got the best possible speed management that you can get. So you use one throttle, which is my left one, this one here, and this here, yellow. Right, so why do you need a safety feature? Look, there's a rock there. If I point at it and I'm going fast, I'm going to crash into the rock. So the way I avoid that is by dropping my gear down. Or do I think, actually, I'm going to hit that rock. If I slow down, and I've even got a brake, right, I won't hit the rock. But instead, I need somebody to hold my hand, right, and help me to learn how to fly. But instead of learning how to fly, I just put my gear down and that stops it. So if I'm going to the rock full tilt, right, as fast as I can, okay, and I don't want to hit the rock, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that back up and I'm going to do that, right? And guess what? I'll slow down. Unlike a helicopter, I can't turn this and use it as a brake. There's no air. There's no fluid around me. You don't need your brakes. You don't need your wheels, your legs, your undercarriage, there we go, to come down, right? For you to slow down. It's called speed management. And if you're going to rely on your gear to slow you down to go and land, you're doing it wrong. If I go and land in a space station, right, the gear doesn't come down until I'm already in the hangar, if it's a top-down sort of door opening. And I'm coming down slightly, right? I've already got all my speed management sorted. I've flown in from outside. I can go from outside as fast as I want. I can slow down enough, roll this over a little bit, use strafe, fly down into the hole, flip my nose up, and as I start to flatten out and drop, I can put my gear down. And that's just speed management. And it means if somebody is shooting me, right, I'm going to be able to get into that hangar as soon as possible. We'll go and have a look, shall we? You watch, I'll do this now, completely screw it up and make myself look a bigger dick than I already look. But hey, that's life. Let's go and find somewhere to go and jump to. We'll go to Seraphim, that's the closest one. So Seraphim's a space station.
Use it to do landings. Drop here as I get to the doors.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's not the way of doing it. Let's go and have a look anyway, and I'll probably make a complete mess of it. Right, there's another big raging thing going on with PvE and PvP, right? It's unfortunate, and I can understand both sides of the equation, but there's something, right, that I don't think people realise. Now, during when they originally, back in the day, we used to have one place that sold illegal drugs, right? And we used to go and play there, and I forgot the name of it, and you would have all sorts of weird and wonderful encounters, and you could make a bucket load of money. And that dynamic disappeared when they got rid of that place. So what they did now, no, it was somewhere on Yellow. It was where you could get your drugs from. Okay, right, let's have a look. It's where you could get your drugs from. And when you used to turn up, yeah, Jump Town, that's it. It was just a free for all, and it was quite interesting, to be honest. Yeah, it's an event now. It never used to be. It used to be a place called Jump Town, and there was only one place. Where's my space station gone? Probably jumped way past it. Let's have a look. Is that it? Yeah. So it used to be like an event that you could get these drugs from. So you'd find big groups go down. Sometimes the big fights kicking off. Sometimes they wouldn't. But you never knew what you were going to get. So they started to try and bring the same thing into the game. But because it's a staged event, it's not quite the same. And they've got it in multiple places. Well, again, this is just, hear me out, right? It's not completely PvP, right? Now, how many times have I done PvP since I've been playing? Probably 4. The best time that we did it was with a group of people who are watching now and my other half, and it happened spontaneously because I was waiting to clear my criminal status that I picked up by accident. Some guy was too impatient, asked me when it was going to be done, and I tried to answer him, but he got fed up and shot me. So all my mates came over, and then some of them went into the space station for him. All his mates come over, and there was this almighty fight going on outside while they're hunting him down inside. And then people are getting shot, they're respawning, they're coming back with planes, and this went on and on and on. And it was absolutely brilliant. And the guy fell off something he was on, killed himself, and ended up in prison anyway. And he thought it was funny. Everyone thought it was funny. The whole reason was his impatience that he didn't want to go to prison. It ended up like that. But I tell you what, that 15 to 20 minutes of utter mayhem was brilliant. Now, my other half, right, she's a woman. The first thing she said when she got Star Citizen is, says, I'm not interested in fighting. I want to go hand mining. I want to do this. I said, that's fine. You've got your ships. Right, make sure you take a gun. Just get on with it. And now she's all, oh, are we going to go fighting? She just goes and does PvE missions, or if there's a player, she'll have a go at that. She doesn't care. That's not the point I was making. The point I was making is when they bought the Jump Town out, what happened? All the people who didn't want to fight worked together, and they set up all these big conga chains and were passing the drugs from one to the other into the ships. And you got... And yeah, just a minute. You're on the server, are you? I'll take it now. And the point being, sorry, I'm going to the wrong place here, that they worked together. And if you don't want to fight and you don't want to do PvP and you want to ship 11 million worth of goods, the only way you're going to do it is you all put some money in and you all work together and you all go on escort, right? And the person who basically is flying the ship, I've got a whole D, and I worked out just in Diamond many years ago, it'll cost me 11 million. So let's have a little look. Are you here you are. All right. So you can work together. And you might not be fighters, but if I'm flying around in a whole day, I'm going to make sure that people who are escorting me have got a vested interest to make sure I'm not going to get killed. They might not be the best fighters in the world. And if someone's trying to attack that ship, even if you're not a very good fighter, you've got a legitimate answer for ramming somebody in a ship, right? So you go and ram the people who are trying to destroy your ship and make you lose your money, while you let the person who's flying all your money around escape. And when the PvP is moan like shit because you haven't used any skill and you've rammed me, you say, well, yeah, that used to happen on the sea. ramming. It used to happen with submarines. It used to happen with planes, because it depends on what the cost of them, right, achieving their goal was. So you might not like PvP, but if you can work together to create a conga line to make some money between you, you can certainly work together to try and give the ship that you're protecting some level of cover. And then suddenly you're playing PvP whether you like it or not, but you're doing it for the right reason. And if it costs you your little ship and you save the money on the big ship, wouldn't you be willing to do that? Does that make sense, Teddy Bear? So I appreciate people don't necessarily want to fight. A lot of people who fight now fight and have practiced fighting, and if you don't practice, it's like everything else. That's fair enough, but that's going to cause you a problem. And it's a little bit like me walking down some district, say in London or Birmingham, wearing expensive watch, expensive trainers, right? Walking around in a place that is going to cause me a problem. Now, in theory, there's no reason why I shouldn't be walking around there. I could say, well, do you know what? That's not going to be a good place to wear this watch, those trainers, etc., or carry that phone. So if I've got nothing, I'm of no interest. And what I used to do in some games, right, is, and in this, I could get 2 or 3 ships after me. I wasn't going to stand a chance. I said, okay, do you want me to just blow myself up, or are you going to stand there and spend your time shooting me? Or shall I just get out? What do you want me to do? That's fine. No, I'll disagree on it. I think there's enough out there for everywhere. As I said, I've been involved in about 4 PvP issues since I started. And bear in mind, the PvP aspect and some of the pirating where they're trying to take your stock is different to being griefed. There is a very thin line, but somebody who's following you around just killing you for the sake of it is griefing. But if you've got cargo, you're a legitimate target. If you've got something to steal, you're a legitimate target. And if you want to go around and just explore, you're unfortunate if someone bothers to come and kill you, because it just takes time. The worrying thing is that with the size of some of the organisations that we currently have now, and the way that they can sort of expand out, and the way that they can upgrade all their weapons, there's going to become a point of saturation whereby they don't need to go and do that anymore. Yeah, well, again, that's you doing cargo in a ship that is way too big for you to be floating around in. When I used to go and do cargo in my, what's the big long sticky Caterpillar, got there in the end, there was usually me, a couple of gunners and a couple of friends. Right? Now, the people who I play with are people who I meet online. And it's like you, right? You might want to go around and, okay, do your relaxing thing, which means you're going to have to find yourself a nice little quiet area and not stick out. But sometimes you can have people that you play with that you just get on and do your own thing, and they're doing their own thing at the same time as you in the same place. Do you see what I mean? And it's difficult, but Elite caters for that. You can sort of play on your own server, and you don't meet anybody, which again will have a finite interest, because when you've got everything, what are you going to do? And it's like in real life, when you've got multi-millions, right, and I've met a few people who have in some interesting places, and they are bored shitless. And you might think, well, I wouldn't be bored. You would, because if you can buy everything, can do everything, the value of it decreases and it means nothing. Look what happens with the guys who have all these. Hi. Oh, hiya matey, hiya noob, happy Christmas to you. All good, thank you. This is semi-working at the moment, so that's always a good thing. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I understand you want it for relaxing. There's nothing like relaxing in Star Citizen. But then again, there's nothing like relaxing than having a 2-hour flight in a helicopter round the arse end of Syria, where nobody's going to bother you. Do you know what I mean? If it's the flying, you fly a helicopter, right, and do whatever you want to do with it, and you can just fly as far as you want. Neither had I. But if you are looking on this, unfortunately, the frame counter's gone. I'll see if I can switch it off and on again. Do you see what I mean? So whilst I understand exactly where you're coming from, it's like the Squadron 42 is not even going to suit you, is it? Because you don't want to go through that storyline, I guess. But then you got to say, well, is this the right sort of thing to do? Would not what's that Bethesda game? Would that not scratch the itch? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think there's a point where you've got to, at some point, have people with you. Not necessarily, you don't have to talk to them, you don't have to do what they want. You just naturally work together to help each other out. What was your issue? To be honest, didn't you do a refund last time? Because somebody just asked me the same question. Oh, I know you would. But the point is, yeah, if you are wondering whether it's worth playing now, specifically, then I would say no. I've played this a couple of times this week, and it's been absolutely brilliant. And for some reason, again, I've just lost full control. Why am I losing full control? Right, okay, that could be why. Let's try this. This is what happened yesterday. Why has it done that again? This happened to me yesterday, and I'm not sure what's going on. It's when I'm switching out of the game, I think. Look, so I've got no input. That's there. That's there. Got no stick and throttle again. What could I have touched? Right, really? Okay. I know what it is. Usual thing. Let's get out of this. I don't want... what's that? There we go. Right, so you fly past these places, right? I'm not sure what size. I've made a call. There it is. Now that looks like it's one under there, right? So I'm going over. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was said again. I think it's a hole over there, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Let's have a look. Or is it a bloody proper hangar? Wrong side. Oh yeah, there it is. Right, this is how I land usually. Get in, pull it round, pull the nose up, right, drop in, and I haven't even got it on a stick. Usually that doesn't happen, and you just pop in and then you land. Now you can do that a lot faster, especially if you're in a smaller ship, but I forgot I haven't even got a button for my undercarriage. And I mean, do you know what I mean? But you can do it a lot faster with a small ship that slows down quicker. I should really have a button for my undercarriage on my stick, but I haven't got one. I'm back a little bit as well, judging by that. Come on, open again. But you get my gist. If I was coming in and I dropped my undercarriage, right, I would have slowed down to a crawl nearly. The other thing you want to switch off, unless you already have done.
When you called for permission to land it, now you have to press out in like 4 times before they show you a landing zone.
Yeah, is it L10? I sometimes don't know whether that's just because of the delays, the problems with the audio, or what, which one it is. Still got my undercarriage down, I think, haven't I? Or have I popped it up already? No, I popped it up already. But yeah, smaller ships, slightly lighter, you can really accelerate and slow down. This thing doesn't slow down as much. But if you go in at an angle, corner to corner, you should be able to get your ship in, no problem at all. Right, is Samo in? Has he made it yet? Let's see if we got any missions yet. Nope. Don't think so. Yeah, this is the problem on this particular one. He said selecting the wrong box. There's no mission showing, so something's dropped off at the arse end of it, basically. There we go. Again, so what I was on about before when you're flying is if you constantly strafe, you need that further up, that down. You can sort of...
Someone said, on my way now.
Yeah, no worries. Can't see where that is. There we go. So you should be able to fly around easy enough and then keep yourself flying all the time. And if you got a target, you should be able to keep your nose on the target as well. And there's no reason why you can't rotate around everything.
Teddy bear underscores answered. Micro 10 emissions appear. They know all the time.
Oh, really? Or are you winding me up? Is that like an Alt F4 thing where I just go to microtext for the next 10 minutes and then when I get there it makes no difference? Do you do DCS at all, Teddy Bear? And did you name yourself Teddy Bear because of all the insults that you used to get for just doing what you do? Is it a sort of like a defiant one, do you know what I mean? Or is that what you was on? Because I tell you what, there was...
No, seriously, it worked.
Oh no, that's fine, that's fine.
Let's see. Back.
Here, Pubbo, I've got a cup of tea and I haven't drunk it. I'm going to get my butt kicked. My air hostess went... Bollocks, it's freezing cold. I'll just send a quick text. I got people...
Teddy bear underscored. No teddy bear is my blood skin.
Ah, right, okay, that makes sense. There was a guy who used to stream, and I'm not going to name him, and he used to play 4 to 5 alt accounts, and what he used to do, so I'm just sending a picture of a lady bringing a cup of tea. What he used to do was use his 4 alt accounts to... I'll just send a cup of tea, that's better. To basically come after you and then pretend to be the one account, and he'd run them all on his equipment, and then he'd moan at you. He would try and kill you, and then he'd run into a pad so you couldn't kill him. And then what one of the guys, when we were doing this and we realised what he was doing, they just flew into him and blew him up on the pad, and he went ballistic. I went absolutely and said, well, you start a fight and then you run to the pad and you go and hide on the pad so no one can touch you. And he was on about complaining, and he's got 2 Legatus packages, and he went up the wall. And it's like, if you're going to play those sort of tactics, that's what happens. And you know, to me that's a legitimate target. I don't pad ram. In fact, when Olisa first come out and you and you basically spawned at Olisa, what happened was you could come out of Olisa, walk up to a ship, run at it, and we used to see these constellations. I'm in the preview one. It's called preview now. So you could just run at a constellation and it would bounce off you and fly into space. So by the time you ever got out the door to where the ships were, you would find that your ship had basically floated off. And if you're wondering why this is so dark, it's because I have it turned down dark. This monitor I've got, the black is black, and I usually have my light off. But this is fine, I can see enough. Sun's not shining this way, sun's over here. There it is. And we're on the dark side, so it should be pretty dark. But yeah, I mean, again, I know you want to play by yourself, Teddy Bear, but anytime you want to come and play with us, you're more than welcome. And we don't take it over seriously. If people are being arseholes, you know, you wind them up a bit. Some guy, he was such an idiot. I was with one of our mates. As we were flying past, he just popped his gun at somebody and it hit this guy's ship. And he just raged. But the way he raged is he blew up the guy who shot him. Oh yeah. I know. I've got an ultra wide over on my left hand side. I got one once, and when you take screenshots, there's a company that will print them, and they look brilliant. It really looks good. And then I sort of moved off from that because of the resolution. It was something like 2160 by 1080 or something like that, or 2560 by 1080. Yeah, that was it. And I usually use 27-inch monitors, but then I got the one I use now, which is a 42-inch LG monitor, and the black is black. The colours, and the reason why I wanted to stream in 4K, if you're not watching on the other streaming platform and you're watching on Twitch, you'll see it's 1080p. When you go and look at it on the other one, you'll see what I see. And it just looks amazing. It really does. If anyone's got any questions, guys, please jump in and ask. Let me just move a window. It's crept over. Funny you should say that. It's a TV. It's an LG 42C3. It does 120 hertz. It has a grey to grey of less than 0 point something seconds. Okay. And basically the way it's been designed is for doing what I'm doing on it. And I don't run it at 120 because it interferes with my head tracking, causes the sync to be a little bit weird. I can only stream in 60 FPS anyway. Why would I make my computer try and run 120 frames? You should have called. Oh, they really do, trust me. And I paid top whack for this when it come out, and now you can get them for 800 quid, and I would happily buy another one if I could find one, and I'd got 800 quid because I've got music software all over on the other side. I've got 4 monitors, 3 in front of me, 1 off to my left, that is monitoring the feed. Sorry darling, I know. Yeah, you would do. That's the problem. When people have got nothing to do, what are they going to do? Just go around and kill people. And the only way you can make them not enjoy it is say, go on then, I'll sit here. How long is it going to take? Yeah, okay, I'll spawn over there then. Go on then, enjoy yourself, kill me. I'll just wait. I've had people threaten me in game before now, give me this. I said, no, I'm not going to give it you. But if you want to kill me, that's fine. I'll switch everything off. I'll switch my shields off. Just kill me then. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? It's like funny. There was a lad who was in India, and he was on my channel chatting, and he said people are threatening him for money. And I said, tell them you know, tell them you've just spent all your money and you haven't got any, you've just spent it and it's all in your cargo in the back. If you escort me to the space station, I'll pay you some money. How much was it that you wanted? I've only got this much worth. And he come back to me and I said, did they do it? He said, yeah. They escorted him all the way back. He logged in and logged out. Right, he landed, got his car going and just logged out. He's never going to meet them again. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I have had that the once. It depends on what you're flying, isn't it? And it really does depend, and that's, you know, where practice comes in. You know, if you're in a bit of a chunky ship, you stand a bit more chance. If you put all your shields on the front and ram one of the buggers out first, do you know what I mean? Even the odds up. But when you go against some of the missions, and you've got 4 ships, you have to be careful. No, she's... I sent her a text message and sent her a picture of a cup of tea. Can you hear this? Cheek.
Okay.
And I didn't drink the other one because I'm busy.
Yeah, we'll drink this one, Mel, otherwise I won't be doing you one till about an hour's time.
An hour?
Yeah.
That's unlike you.
We'll drink it then?
I will do, Mum. Thank you.
Yes. Table's been booked for a carvery on the 27th, Mitchell.
What carvery?
He's booked us a carvery for the 27th.
Is Amy coming?
I don't know if she is or not.
And what time is it going to be?
Don't know, he hasn't said. He did try and call me, but I missed the call.
Yeah, it's like my phone. Can you tell him I don't want to go to a carvery? Can we go to somewhere expensive instead? It's alright, it's the baby. Platty said ding dong.
Shush, Platty, I was already there.
Pup said hello.
Hello.
Yeah, McDonald. That's where he usually wants to go.
Hey, you okay, Pedro?
Pedro, it's Yam.
I know it's Yam. But is Pedro on here? So I'm going to call him Pedro.
She did appreciate
As I said. Good. As I said, Plateau, you got 2 hopes and one of them's called Bob.
That's too subtle, Luce.
So, Platty, are you going to join us?
Yes, he is. He's downloading.
Excellent. Well, I'll be doing mine probably either this week or next week.
And what? This week or next week? Well, I thought you were going to play Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Yeah, I can do. Oh,
See, he's in there already.
Nice. Good one, Platty.
I've been hanging round here for ages. He still hasn't appeared.
Well, Cookie's going to be joining us shortly.
I know. It'll be like getting the gang back together. We'll be playing Blues Brothers music next.
Oh dear. And Platty, no moaning, please.
She told you, hasn't I? See, and now she likes fighting, do you know what I mean? I'm just waiting for Samo to catch up.
What?
No shutties, so can't leave. No shutties. Oh, shuttles. Oh, really? Oh, so it's all dropping off, isn't it? She is. She sells people. She's going to hook with them to play. And then she doesn't feel like it. And I said, Lisa, you got to stop. You can't just tell people you're going to be there and not turn up. I said, you know, you get yourself a reputation. Yeah, but I don't feel like it. I said, it's great. I says, but you've arranged to meet somebody from another part of the world and you're not going to be there. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. There's not a lot I can do at the moment again. But just flying around and looking at some of the pictures and the images is quite good in itself. Apart from the fact I got my little frame rate on that isn't actually counting frame rate at the moment. Can't do it that way. They did this to me yesterday.
Lisa has promised to log in
February
February 30th.
the 13th. What's on February the 13th? This should be going at a reasonable speed. On my computer's probably on its way to. Am I in there yet? Where is it on to? Probably over 2 years. Oh man, is it doing it again? Yeah, look. Let's try it. That might be better. Have I got control? No, no control. Again. So Z? Oh, Alt Z. You dozy plonk. That's what's doing it. That's why I can't do it. That's why I get no. No, look. See, I'm pressing it now. Oh, tell me. It is, but there's one problem. It was supposed to be the best space simulator ever. Now it's the best looking arcade game ever. And I can't even get back into it and get control. Let me switch out. Let me go over there. Let me come back here. Come on, just get back in. No, I've lost it. I can't even get back in the game. I'm sort of in the game, but I'm not in the game, and it's not just said. And I don't know why the FPS has stopped again. Let me go here. Let me try something. Graphics. Full screen. Windowed. Okay, go back. Turn to game. Right, back in the ship. Has the FPS come up? Nope. Go back. I've tried all sorts. It won't let me minimise. So go to full screen. Back. Return. See, when I Alt-Tab, right, or click out the game, can you see what I mean? Let me go and click on a different app. It's not letting it close down, so it's staying on the screen. It's left Alt and R to switch the settings on. I just can't remember. Ideally, I want to stop the app and start it again, ideally. But it's a pain in the ass. It's because I'm switching in and out. So when I first started, I wasn't sure if things were working, so I was switching in and out. Are you on the way yet, Samo? Yeah, left Alt and Z brings this up, right? But I can't remember what the app is called to switch it back on again. Let's try one of the other keys. Not going to go into any of those. I should have them on here. Screenshot should be this, which is working fine. Oh, right, yeah. That's not the best place, is it, to... I need a drink. Yeah, I know, that's to call up the thingamajig. But, oh, here we go again, look. There we go. I know what's causing it anyway. Let's go back to the space station because I need to go and get a drink. Look. Whatever the space station is, it's around here somewhere. IM3. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It just drops off. Is that it there? OM1. Where's the space station gone? Let's go over to here. Yeah, when you take everything off the screen, it's absolutely brilliant. But to be honest, the way DCS is now, that's equally as good. At the moment, I've just got to go and find where the station is again. Because I've got no water and I never carry any with me. I never stay around long enough. Let me go and get back. There it is, right. I'm over at Daymar. I forgot I was over there. Let's have a look. I wish see the velocity pointer. Oh, on the screen. Oh, see the FPS on the bottom. It's showing you GPU and everything, but for some unknown reason, it's dropped off the FPS. The reason why I show that is because the one that's in game is too small, and you can't read it. So that one on the bottom right, you can. So when I'm sort of checking stuff, I'll go and have a look to see what that's set to. Sometimes you can play the game and the FPS is up and down, but since they brought out 4, it's actually not bad at all, to be fair. It's been running between either 40, 30 in Quantum, if you can get into Quantum, or 60 most of the time. As I said, I tend to have a max frame rate set to 60. Because my monitor can do 60, when I stream, I can only do 60. And whilst I've got a couple of screens that can do 120, my stream's locked at 60, so it makes it easier. As I said, I had a weird sync problem with one of my apps that run my head tracking. I use something called AIM XYZ, and unfortunately when I run at 120 and stream at 60, head tracking's fastened. There we go. It causes the sync, so it doesn't scan every frame, because when you're doing 120, it seems to have a major issue. What's the what? Oh, I know. I need a drink. You see on the left-hand side, the big red flashy light. Now the other thing, let's think. There's another ship that is a good little fighter, but a Cutlass Black with NDBs, he's really lethal, but you've got to fly at about 400 meters, and when they hit, they will rip most things apart. But I'm not sure if they've changed it yet. Which end? Where's my door gone? There it is. Everyone's coming in finding the contracts don't work. All you gotta do is just shout, right, we'll have a meet up on Daymar. We'll either race, fight, or whatever. Can you read the text? Oh, the book. Now, is there a quick shortcut to take your helmet off? Because that seems to be a pain in the ass. We used to be able to take it off. Oh, you've just seen it, yeah.
Hi, welcome.
Is there a quick shortcut to take your helmet off? Because keys have changed and I'm a bit... Alt-H. Oh, I didn't know that. Excellent, thank you. Ah, now I've got my hairnet on. See, that's an old bug, isn't it? Right. Just hold F and it should pick it up. Transaction complete. Where's it stuck it? Probably in my hanger. Don't want my hanger, let's do it the other way. Come on. Where's my cursor gone? Cursor's gone. It's putting all the drinks in my hanger. Is there a quick way to get my cursor? Probably not. Left alt and C is a bit. Is that a fine thing? Yeah. If I go back to my hanger, I'll find a terminal. Yeah, it might be worth it. I don't know where my cursor's gone. MSR doors? Not normally.
Hi, welcome.
Shouldn't do. There's my cursor. Yeah, there we go. You have to be careful because then when you click again, if you've got the food behind you, you end up clicking again and buying lots of them. You could do with somebody having a job, cleaning up, and you pay them some UEC every time they put something in the bin, which would be quite neat, wouldn't it? Okay, you can try. At least the effort was there. Come on.
Must just be the model then. I've skipped the cruises.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Ah, right. Gotta move. It's not letting me move now. Come on. Stop inspecting it. Looks like I'm wearing a pink suit, but I don't think I am. Drink it all. In fact, I'm about to drink my cup of tea this time, hadn't I? One of the things you want to be aware of, if there's anybody new or thinking of coming in, this is dark. This is probably darker than it should be. But it's my preference. I might need to lighten it a little bit. But if you look at the default, the way I used to set it up was at Olisa, and you go and stand in and look at the ball, and I think it is a little bit too dark, but if we put these where they're supposed to be, which is usually 50 50 50, you'll see like a mist. Do you see what I mean? It's misty. It's like you've got a milky mist everywhere. So if you adjust, now it's going to depend on your monitor. You don't necessarily need to touch the middle one. Now I know people do because it's too dark for them in space, but you start moving this down, move it just 10 first and 10 the other way, and then have a look at it. And you can see that mist is starting to disappear. You want to look at your blacks. What colours are your blacks? Things in the shadow. Are they black? Are they grey black? And then adjust it exactly to how you want it. And you'll find when you get to some of the places, it looks absolutely stunning. This will make a difference again, right? Can you see the way that mist is disappearing? And look at the shadow for that now. So you'll start seeing depth, whereas sometimes it was a little bit washed out. Now some of the places are naturally dark, but where it isn't naturally as dark as usual, you'll see it has a lot more depth. Now that might cause you a disadvantage when you fight it, perhaps, but it looks absolutely brilliant. And if you're watching the other streaming channel that I'm currently streaming on, you'll see it looks very good. On here it's okay, but the compression is it'll make a difference. This is taking 6 meg is Twitch. The other stream I'm running 43 meg streaming to it. and it makes a hell of a difference. Right, if we go down to the Asperia, by the way, it might seem I've got a lot of ships, but there's a lot of those are loaned. One of the ships I do have that I bought years ago is the fabled Banu Merchantman, and because I've got a Merchantman, because I've got a Hull D, some of the ships that you see are loaners, because the Merchantman still isn't finished. Bought it in 2014. That's not even my hangar, look. I didn't call the ship, so for some unknown reason my hangar's disappeared, which is a bit pathetic, isn't it? I should have a big hangar and be able to use that no matter what. I could have just gone down and took the ship out. A flying unicorn, yeah. And still, despite what I've got, hand on heart, if this all fell over tomorrow, I wouldn't have a problem with it. See, that's there, so I should be able to get to that ship. Where's the other one? You know what I mean? If it all fell over, the Glaive's a nice ship, and I bet they've nerfed that one a bit. So where's my Talon? Because I'm sure it was the Talon that I called. There's an issue with the Talon as well. I like the alien ships, to be honest. I just like the styling of them, the way they work. I even went and bought the Galleon Doodad just because of the colours, just because it's an interesting looking ship. Like I've had the Cartual for donkey's years, and the alien ships just are amazing. You know, the ridiculous level of detail, the colour schemes. This is green with a transparent sort of membrane on the wings, but there's a big issue with it, and I don't mean the magazine. Let's get rid of this on the left. Oh, I can't because Samo's coming in, aren't you? So this whole, still haven't got a helmet on. See if I can put it on in the middle of the animation. Does Alt H put your helmet back on, by the way? There's only this in DCS that goes to the level of detail that these do, and it's just a shame that they've knackered the flight model. Right, now is my helmet still with me?
Yes.
So have I got to be holding it, or have I left it at the shop? Let's start the engine up. Come on, there it is. I mean, that as well is just ridiculous, and what that is a protective hood over the canopy.
Might not because you don't have a backpack.
Yeah, so I might have took it off and left it at the shop, eh? Never mind, I'll go and get a National Health one. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? At least I got my hair. Oh, still haven't got my hair. And that's annoying, that is. Because this, again, oh look, it's one of those bugs that happened many, many years ago. And it's because they put that hat on you and then they put the helmet on. And the reason is when they designed hair originally, right, they were fine on basic hair. Excuse me. I'll try. No, nothing. They were fine with basic hair, but as they started to put slightly different... Oh, for God's sake, I forgot a helmet. As they started to have different hairstyles, the hairstyles didn't fit the helmet, so the hair used to stick out of the helmet, and you got two options. You either go around and redesign, or you convince everybody that now they wear a flying helmet underneath the helmet. So they put that flying helmet on your head. That reduces or gets rid of the need to worry about the to worry about the hair sticking out the helmet. And it means that you can just basically, no, my helmet's not down there, or someone's had it by now. Just try Alt H again. Nope. Oh, there we go. He suddenly did something the third time. So yeah, that's how they got rid of the problem. So they masked it. Yeah, I pushed it a few times, but I went back in the same area and pushed it. Not that that makes any difference. So they put the flying helmet on, and then there was a bug. Every time you took your helmet off, instead of having your hair, you got that bloody flying helmet permanently stuck on your head, which is a bit naff, really. Oh, Samo's here, look. Oh, he's made it. Can't see where he is. Oh yeah, there he is. Right, let me just check this bug and then I'll go and get that other ship again.
I call it the tank helmet.
Oh right. Yeah, it's just, it makes you not want to take your helmet off, because my hair's that pathetic women's cut, and it has been ever since they started doing some of the particular styling. Where are you from? You from South Africa, Teddy? What's going on at Orison then, Plateau? Are you just stuck there? Right. Well, what I usually wear, right, is a purple shiny jacket, some purple high boots that look really bad. I've got purple tint in my hair, bit of purple eyeshadow, but when it first started I had a purple shiny jacket, a stupid woman's haircut, right? Oh right. Yeah, you're a bit buggered. And the Americans were going up the wall at me, and they were telling me to put some pants on, because I just don't bother. I just wear that jacket and that hair, and that's what I wear. And even now, but now I've got even more naff hair, because I've got that sort of bob style. But it used to wind the Americans up, which I thought was brilliant, so I always did it. They never could run past without commenting. It was like, oh, I've been moving my things around. So this is the Talon. If I can move it around again and get it into a sensible place. I have no page up key, so I do apologise. It's just the level of detail and the work. If I press that button there, the wings go in. Having the glaive as well, all the little feathers on the glaive sort of unfold, and it's a really, really nice ship. It's very nippy, very quick. You can just instantly see its turn rate is fast, but there's one snag. Now I hope it's fixed. In fact, it looks like it's fixed. When I went into it the other day, every time I went into weapons mode, that shield came over my cockpit. So I were forced into that mode if I wanted to shoot my guns. I think they all look good. You see what happens now? Right, so it's put that shield over me, and I still haven't got anything I can move up with, so I can't see out the ship. And I think is it B? Anyone know what the key is to undo it? There should be a key on the panel, and I think it's this one. Viewport. Not sure if it's sorted, no. So I can't switch the viewport off, as far as I can see. Sure, this is what this is, viewport. Viewport on, viewport off. Nothing. So I went to try this. No, I said this earlier. I have a few ships, right? And some of the ships I've bought haven't come out yet. So as a consequence, what happens is you get loaners, and some of the ships you'll get 2 or 3 loaners. So it always looks like I've got a lot of ships, but I haven't. I've got to drink my cup of tea, because if I don't, then it will go cold quick because it's cold. Got a few alien ships. Got both Talons. I've got the not the Gatak, the Gillian Suli something. I've got Banus. Banus, when they first come out, were excellent fighting ships. Hey, hello, Steam 300R. I think it's a known issue, Steam, to be honest. Somebody else was telling me about it. It's just been bugged since they brought 4 out into early access. I used to be on the first wave at one point and would report everything on there, but now I'm on wave number 4 or something. So these sort of issues are usually popped up when I've checked. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea. Let me pause my head tracking. If anyone's got any questions, guys, please jump in. The game's a bit, at the moment, it's in one of those states where there's no missions. But it seems to be flying. It seems that we can jump again, unlike yesterday. See how many viewers I don't have on the YouTube side at the moment, pup. I'll start pushing it in the new year when I get it sorted. This is a Talon. Hang on, let me whack this other little keyboard thing up and I'll be able to... Oh, thank you for the follow. All I'm doing is just having a mooch around. No, I can't... don't tell me I can't do anything again. Oh. I think Star Citizen's just died a death. That's why I can't do anything. Hi folks, we're sorry for the interruption of service. Please wait. Your work or your business is important to us. And I'll do it properly. Hello. Please wait. Your viewership is important to us and we'll be back shortly. Can I move? Probably not. You alright, Johnny? No, that doesn't surprise me, mate. I think it's having a major hiccup. I'll probably drop in a minute. You can hear me doing ASMR, drinking cups of tea before wicked woman from downstairs comes and tells me.
Maybe they're rebooting.
They might well be. There's a very good chance. If you see me on YouTube now, then you'll see my desktop, and there's nothing I can do about that at this precise moment. I've got to work out a way of doing it. It's a bit of a convoluted system. What time is it? I've still got another hour or so. But then I'm away tomorrow back at work, and then I'm back Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we've obviously got Christmas, but we'll be streaming both of us Christmas Day. I'll send Spatey a message.
Steam 300 has said, did you hear American were making fun of your hair? I kind of am in when you were talking about it.
Oh yeah, so I was what I was talking about is the clothes. If you look at the logo for my channel and everything, right? In Star Citizen for a long time, I have a particular style that is not very good, right? And when I first started playing and some of these things became available, the Americans would stop me and tell me to go and put some pants on. It used to wind them up, which basically amused me. and that just meant, yeah, that's it now. I have a style, it stays. Now that we can do a little bit better hair and there's makeup, so I've sort of added a bit, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Let's see if I can get in. As you can see, we've just got a nice yellow orangey screen. I suspect it won't go in, and Platty's probably right, it's going to be rebooted, so of course it proves me a liar and goes straight in, but hey, I'd rather it did it that way. Right, where's Spate is in there, Schnar's in there, oh, Dale is in. You coming in, Platty? And the music is worth having on. I don't know whether mine's turned up or not, but it's definitely worth having the music on. Turn it up a little bit. When I start talking, it'll go quieter. I can send you an invite, Platty, if you want. Can't see you in here though. Oh well, I'll just jump in. I'm sure you can jump in. Let's see where I end up. I should end up back where I was, more or less. It doesn't normally do this. If it crashes, it just redoes it. You want to restart your client, I'm definitely back in, obviously, as you can see. It just works. Unfortunately, I'm a speaker down and I use monitors. I don't wear headphones or anything. And before I moved, I knocked one of them off its stand when I was moving, and yeah, I think it blew. So I've got one over on my left, so whenever I'm gaming, everything's on my left, which is fine, but there we go. Right, let's have a look. There we go. Right, so yeah, somebody was asking, this is the Talon, and if I can move around, I've got multiple, there we go, multiple keyboard type things. So they're based on, obviously, like a bird. It's difficult to see in there. We'll go into the hangar, which is where I was going. And we'll just call for a hangar if we're close enough. Just got to be careful. Yeah, no worries, matey. Let me know. Did I see a hangar light up then? Yep. Where is it? Can't see the... oh, it's over there. I think they're down, aren't they? Oh no, they're down. Exactly, so am I. And it's the fact that people were telling me I can't, that was the thing. Because I like when people say you can't do something. Because that sort of gives you the impetus to do it. Whether that's, you know, customers or what, oh no, you can't do that. Really? Especially when you go to IBM and IBM, oh no, that won't work. And then you just have to go away and prove the point. So I work in IT. Not quite what I was thinking. Right, that means I probably am in the other place, not sure. It's quite hard to tell. Nope, definitely in there. It seems to have shot, doesn't it? Oh, it was open. Come on then. Oh. probably get told off now for being on the wrong, in the wrong hanger. Yeah, look. Come on, get up. Do you see what happened? So we had to open the hanger then. Someone else's hanger. So now I've lost my ship. That's not my fault. But as I was trying to say, as you can see, this is like a bird. I'll show you the other ship. The other ship is really quite tricky to deal with. Let's go the other way. I'm in a bit of a hybrid state, aren't I here? That's not the floor, is it? My hanger mark's gone now. Oh, look. Fall, that isn't the floor, that's the ceiling. Oh, wrong way. But it's a really nice sort of design. It's a good little fighter as well. It's got 2 size 4s on by default. And as I said, you got like a translucent membrane on the skin. There's a couple of different types of skin for it. I'll jump out if I can, if it lets me. Yeah, it's coming out. Probably catch the wing over there. So unfortunately, the sort of clothes that I wear, and I haven't been and got them yet, there's a purple jacket, which you can get most places, but the purple boots you can only get from Area 18, and I haven't been there yet. But yeah, I'm very much for, you know, I can be like I want to be.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's go and get this Suli on, and the colours in it are gorgeous. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it just is. And it's not just because it's partly the colours that I wear. And at some point when we're playing, it'll be great for everybody to look exactly the same. Just to confuse the hell out of people, just because it's funny. I call this ship up, and it's not the easiest ship. Oh, have you? I haven't even looked. Just give it a second. Yep, you're right. Right, we'll go and do a contract then if you want in a minute. Let me just jump in this ship first. Just to show it. And then I'll jump back into the Ion. And I'll explain what has been done to it and why it looks completely naff. I don't want that one yet. It's all the way down here. So all these ships, oh look, it's there, but it's not there. Unless it's in a different hangar.
To our storage facility.
It could be in a different hangar.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Over there. Yep. I'm in somebody else's hangar, aren't I? I'm on 39 at the moment. All my frame rates have come back. So usually I'm between about 40 to 60. It's been very good. It's been very smooth. The problem is 4 has got some inherent bugs that they just didn't have time to fix. And that's why they've got it out in parallel with the current live version. You know, because they know there's problems with it. In fact, I can go straight to my hangar. There it is. Yeah, it feels, oh shit, it feels absolutely fine. It's a little bit jerky there, you can tell when I was trying to get back, You can tell it's just not drawing the frames quick enough. Oh, live, right. Yeah, in preview it's really good. Come on. We're not going to play this game, are we? Looks like we are. Go to pad 4, we'll go for a ride. And then we'll go back to there.
Why I'm getting such low FPS, it's not usually this bad.
Nothing's crept on, has it?
Hiccup.
What ship you in? The reason why I come over here, by the way, and why I stay quite close. Oh, the one that just went out. No, I just want to get to my hangar, look. I can't get to my hangar. And there's me thinking it was me. Sometimes it's this sort of nonsense. I'd say there'll be a way around it. If I can get back to the lobby, which it should do in a minute. I'll put the ship away, call it again, let it do its thing, and then try again. I think it's a little bit confused.
An ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, so as someone was saying, all these ships, most of them are loners. I do have a few, I have about 11, I think. Right, so we'll call it again.
Selected. Stand by. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
Right.
location.
Now let's see if it lets me go. I'll go a different lift. But this reminds me, there was a German during World War II, I think it was. There was a...
Right in the truck. I'm scared. Shuttles are still broken.
Really? Do you remember when we used to have that at all the other places? But we're getting there now. So during World War II, the Germans designed a particular aircraft, and this reminds me a little bit of it. But the level of detail, you know, just the fact is, it's pretty useless. Isn't the right word? It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit out there. As I walk around now, this is where you put your cargo, by the way. And I also forgot how to get in. How bad is that? That looks like it might be here. Unless that's just storage. Might just be storage. God, I forgot how to get in. Is it this one? Yeah, it could be. It's just all so unnecessary, and yet it's just for unnecessary, really well done. There'll be a button for the stairs somewhere. Nope. Probably that one, or is that the cupboard? Yep. Right, so this is a lift, and you've got 3 levels. But it's just the colour scheme of it all is just very purple. I think you've got tables, you've got a bed, everything else. So you go up to here.
Said, want me to bring you some boots, lol.
You are area 18. My boots, I need the whole purple jacket and everything. This is the pilot seat. Just watch this. It's just, you know, as I said, just so I'm not sure. Oh, there I am. I was going to say.
Party trying flying said, hopped onto Alicia's server, shut his room.
That's fair enough. It might work when you come back over. I've only ever flown this once, and you'll see why in a minute. It's quite interesting. So if we get out, as you can see, it's that way round. So when I make a call, join hanger queue. Maximum wait 100 seconds. So someone else is going, let's put my lights on. There we go. So where's that? That's what I just investigated earlier. It's called the ceiling. Come on. Now how do I get out? I get out through not that door. Is it the ceiling? Nope. Where's my door gone? Why are you leaning over? It's somebody else's hanger, isn't it? I can hear. Do you see what I mean? It's like, yeah. So how do I get out? I strafe. I strafe down, which is taking me through the door. As I said, it's just a little bit out there. You haven't even got like a little reversing thing. I assume everything's open. Nope. Something wasn't. And I think I'm at a funny angle now. Yeah, I thought so. I will still go out there, up a little bit, or should I say forward a little bit, which forward is all relative if you don't hurry or press N. You know, how can you not like it? And there I am. It's just, do you know what I mean? As things go, it's just bizarre, isn't it? Don't you think? That the lighting and the whole thing is pretty amazing. It's pretty useless as well, by the way. Right, where are you, Sam? Do you prefer Dustbin or do you prefer Sam? It could be you. Yep. Can you see this thing? Right, we got a mission. Get a mission over yellow. And I'm not sure if comms are working actually. Probably not. Let's have a look. Oh, is that working, Samo? Can you hear me? Or can you hear me now? Group? Oh, that's not group for comms.
That's what Sam said. No.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Let's just check comms, because comms used to work fine, then it didn't, then it did. Okay, so I should be in that party. In fact, I'm not in the party anymore by the looks of it. Or am I now? I'm in the group. Go to the connect to audio channel. Let's try that. See if it works.
Johnny said,
Right, can you hear me?
"Invite."
Can you hear me? You want an invite? It's not my party, so Sam will have to send it, and he can't because he doesn't know you. Might work.
No problem.
Yeah, no worries, matey. Did you send me a friend's request, by the way?
I just fixed. Nine said, did you say you were streaming on YouTube as well earlier?
Yes. Yeah, go and have a look at it on there. It's possibly Mel SC, MELLSC, but you might find someone else. All right, so are you in this group? Oh, right, I'll invite you into.
was having dinner at the time.
That's fine, matey. Let's try and get this part sorted.
Dustbin sample said, disbanded group.
Yeah, I can see. So let me.
Samaya does fixed 9 said, oh yeah, I tried searching.
It's
for
channel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, you can't put links on here. There's a rule. Samo, you didn't get a friend's request, did you? I can't see you on here. Is Cookie in already? Cookie's in, he must have got his computer quick. Johnny, you're in. Right, there you are. Okay, there you go. Let's go and have a little look at a contract and see what we can find. Mercenary take call to arms. And then go back to offers. And
Samaya does fixed 69 said, oh, you said to find you on YouTube.
yeah, try.
Customer said, I'm in.
Hey, matey.
There's not a YouTube stream running that I can see.
Really? Right, yeah, it might be. It should be. In fact, it is running live. I can see this on here. Let me have a little look, because Johan's on it. If he's still around. Pup. Sitting on there. Trouble is, I can't see what my name
It
is.
is called Mouse.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Verified freelancer bounty, Crusader. Where's this at? Daimar. Unsuccessful. Blah blah blah. Where's all the other ones gone? All these missions are disappearing, I think. That one's going to be a player, Tay77. This one here. Oh, hello. Thank you for the sub there. I've just got that. That's Shady Nasty. Yeah, there's not a lot on here at the moment. This one's down at Daimar, but is at the rec site, so we can go down. If someone's got some weapons and have a look. I'll share that with you, Summer. And if we want to go down, let's test the team quantum as well. Once we're pointing in the right area. Try not to crash because I've got very sticky out legs. Can you see the quantum markers? Yeah, it's over there. There's Johnny. Did you get the share, Johnny? Right, okay, let's put it in quantum mode. And let's see where the pointer is, see if it's pointing anywhere. Yeah, it's down here. Can you see the pointer? So it's underneath the surface.
Said, no, way to bother, but can you just walk me through the track yet?
Yeah, sure, matey. If you
Said, no ill catch up, making sure no one's seeing me entering this clothes store.
if you go to options, press escape, and then go to comms, VoIP, and head tracking. Tell me when you're there. And if you look down here, you've got head tracking general source. So you want that set on track IR.
And said, yeah.
And this one, once you enable it there, it should work. There's a number of options where you can choose position offsets. So what that is telling you, whether you've got the ability to lean into the screen and zoom, move left and right, and everything else. Auto calibrate, I'll switch off. I'll calibrate manually. And then here, right, I make sure that it's still enabled when I'm sitting down.
9 said,
And do you see what I mean, Fox? And you want to see DCS in it as well. It blows you away, but that's what I see when I'm doing it. Disable during FPS because you still want your head to turn when you're in FPS so you can look around corners and stuff. ADS no. Mobi Glass yes.
Tab watching you on YouTube and
Yeah.
Twitch to chat online.
Yeah, no worries, matey. Can you also tell me if you can hear all the other background chat in there as well? Because it shouldn't be streaming to anything really. And you just go through all these different things and set it exactly how you want it. Once you've done that, you go to game settings because there's a pseudo look. So as you go down, you'll see down on the left hand side what it does is it puts you into a sort of look, and I think I've got mine switched off. So if we go down here, lag pips are all on. There's a little bit that makes you look into. I know, it's unbelievable. Not only that, you can watch it at any resolution instantly, and it's amazing. But I'm pushing what? Oh, it says 1 meg at the moment, but I usually push 40 odd meg. So if you look pilot look ahead, and what that is a software version of looking ahead, so that when you actually turn your ship or you look into a corner in real life, you actually look to where you're going, you don't look straight ahead. So this is being built in quite a few patches ago now. So if you're using head tracking, really you want to make sure that's turned off. You don't need look ahead, and as you can see on here, the same thing's on twice. Right, so that's crept in, or someone's not deleted the old one. And if you disable that, it stops sort of trying to look ahead as well. Right, sorry about that, Samo. This is fairly typical though. Because of the nature of the way I stream usually, which is dealing with questions from anybody, you know, I have a view that if I can help somebody, I will. No, I find HDR too bright. It blows too much, to be honest. I have got HDR, and I could do it, but I choose not to. It just seems too bright. I like the subtlety of it all. Right, here's yellow. So, yeah, no worries, matey. If you're using my profiles, I should be able to tell you what the keys are as well. You may find one key doesn't work. Right, I'm jumping over to yellow Samo. Another good tip, by the way, is when you jump in any sort of quantum whatsoever, make sure your speed limiter and your throttle is back. The reason for that is at one point they used to have a jump that used to drop out and you'd have wreckage. And when you had wreckage, you could not avoid it. If your throttle was up full, your speed limiter's up full. Right, Samo, are you... you can come into TeamSpeak, Samo, if you want. You know, it's not a problem. If you just type TS3 in chat, it'll show you where it is. But anyway, so yeah, you used to suddenly come out of quantum and that you'd have an asteroid in front of you or stuff. Okay, that's fair enough. Use the young boys thing. Discord. We have got a Discord, but I don't use it. The voice is better on TeamSpeak. It's a lot easier, and it's not trying to be everything. Now this might be a problem. Let's have a look, see if we go into where I want to go. Doesn't look like it, does it? This is bugged. Let's switch the chat off. No, it's how I do it. See, there we go. Now that's quite a nice shot, apart from the little picture down on the right and the fact I'm doing 59 FPS. But that's bugged. And the problem is I can't stop it. So I'm going to go very slowly now. Right, I can't stop it that way. So the other way of trying to stop it is just power off. See if we stop it. Okay. Yeah, I've done it. And the trouble is you still end up with, as you can see, right, I've got no button to switch it back on. Oh, there it is, it's come up. No. I'm going to end up with this stupid sound, so I've got to get to Daymar. Come on. Right, there we go. Hopefully it'll stop, but I have a suspicion that's a stuck sound now. Oh, excellent. Oh, right, okay. Doing that one. Oh, nice. Guess what? Let's do it again. Still, looks nice, don't you think? It's moving. The other bit, look. If I turn my head to the right, or look up, or look down, no problem at all. So you see exactly what I'm doing, and I've got my hands on two balls there basically, which is similar to some of the other alien ships. But this is where you can get some really good photos, so you can get in nice and tight, zoom in. You can see how the colour of my eyes and my lips actually go with the ship anyway. That needs to be paused someone there. Most of the ships have this like slight rocking moment when they're moving, but losing control here. But then you can sort of use one of the other keys, focus sort of on the pilot a little bit more, right? And you look over, and then you can soften or blur all the background. But to be honest, I'd probably rather do that in post than in game. Meanwhile, going on an everlasting quantum. It's one thing after another, isn't it? Come on, one over here, not over there. Here. Great. So more view, there we go. That's easy. So we've got the noise, and I can't get to Daymar. Come on, see if it works. Oh, yay. Right, so that's where the guy is. Now the fact that's 709 kilometres away tells me that's the other side, so if I wanted to get to him and I flew straight down, I would crash. And that's the problem new people have. It's understanding that if it's more than 500, it's the other side. So instead, they stopped it so they can't crash, which I think is a bit pathetic. That's the new excuse for slowing stuff down at the moment. Now I'm over here. I should be able to fly to him, but it's still 350 odd away. So let's see if it'll pick that up as a stream. Now this guy could be on the surface. In fact, he probably is. And it should pull up. Now I've got my throttle and my what's it off. And it should pull me up to about 30 kilometres away or something like that. And we should be able to shoot him without getting out the ship, to be honest. Yeah, I did earlier. Let me go back in. I thought I did. Did you not pick it up? This one. There we go. Okay, so we're about 30 something. So you need to take it out to quantum, right? And you just cursor, roll over, and when you want to move along the planet like that, Don't go in the atmosphere. Stay in space. Keep the target above your head as you go in. It's very purple, don't you think? Usually my colour's turquoise. So we're at what, 18, 17?
Didn't come through.
Really? Just 1 minute. So put the brakes on. Turn the ship around. The ship will still be going back. And here's your best position to get down. There we go. And there's the enemy. Okay. So now I need to press another button to get it into ship mode. Let me try and give it you again. It could be because of the type of mission. It's that one I want. That one. I've shared. Okay, so we've got weapons. Make sure the guns are working, which they are. Just beware that if you're flying with other people, it's going to be difficult. Can we lock onto the target? Yes, we can. Has he just crashed? So I'm using lag pips. I know something's going on. Now I'm limited on speed, right, which is ridiculous. So someone else is having a shot, unless that's Samo. We can see the ship on the right hand side. It says scan for target. The way that we went in, right, just put you on the target straight away. There he is. And look at my speed. Yeah, this is what I mean. Best goddamn looking bloody arcade game ever. So he's still, I can't read the numbers underneath unfortunately, but it looks about 8k. Let's give it a bit of a boost. He's been killed. Okay, 4k. Now if you remember from earlier on, my stuff is set to, what ship's that? My convergence, which doesn't apply at all. Put the dot on him. Keep up with him if you can. Right, when you keep up, start moving around. He's shooting at me, I think. Oh, I see. Can I turn around fast enough? Maybe. Can't see my pip. Can anyone see my pip? There it is, because he wasn't. Oh, I see. Keeps breaking it. There's Samo having shots. Keeps breaking the lock. Target friendly, my ass. What? That was my target. Oh well. See what I mean about how useless the ship is? Look. Oh. See what I mean? But it even explodes in nice colours. I don't know, was they friendly or what? Hey, Shady Nasty. Oh, that's who you are.
Knocked me out instantly.
Yeah, but this ship's a bit useless. For a minute there, I thought, are we fighting at each other? That's,
Disrupted ones are insane.
yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? But that ship is very fragile, but it's just really nice, you know what I mean?
Flying said. To jail.
Yeah, probably. Let's see if I can get rid of this pop-up. Oh, look. So the target's still there. So that is a bit screwed up, isn't it? Target's last known place. It's telling me where it is, where it's always been, and yet telling me off for shooting it. Maybe it is. Running around in my night, you know. Frame rate's what? 30 at the moment in here. Slow it down a little bit and we'll make it a bit less jerky. Right, now let's go and have a look at my other ship and I'll catch up with Samo over there. So what I'm going to take is the Crusader Ion. And let's see if that ship's considered a light fighter. Right. Now it might be that I haven't got an undersuit and we'll just have to go in my dressing gown or whatever it is, my prison gown. Yeah, the screen resolution is absolutely spot on, isn't it? Solid. It really is good. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been talking to you all for ages and nobody told me. Yeah, hiya, Cook. Are you still on your warthog? Because if you're using your warthog and your TPRs, you can have my profile, which is fairly logical and...
Monster 72 said, not
Right, well just tell me when you want it and I'll send it you. And then everything's fairly logical, as it would be.
she this morning.
Yeah, I thought you'd got it in quick. When did you order it?
Last night, long,
That's what I thought. Did you go and pick it up?
lived,
Jesus, what? A pre-built one, was it? Or did you just get the bits? Where's that marker gone? Ah, so you don't take the room. Which one did you get? So sometimes they untrack.
but to be fair, indeed, very we are.
Is it really? Excellent. It's all on M2, is it? I take it. Can't see my target. It was round by Brio's breaky. Oh, it's behind me. Look. It's just blown me up. It's just wrecked me. Or someone's just hit me.
Lenovo Legion Pro 9,980.
How much memory you got in? And it's all on high speed M2s, is it?
32 GB RAM. Ed, the hop off.
Yeah, no worries, matey.
Monsters said, yeah, they it work.
Strange for them. I don't think this guy's here, is he?
And not lowered the power on the coupe.
That sounds pretty good, matey. That means you can take it with you when you're abroad, depending on your internet. Is this guy behind me trying to shoot me again? Look. Because I can't see shit. Unless it's the place on the planet that's shooting me. But if I want to go faster than this, I've got to take my shields down. I mean, seriously? I can't see the guy.
Johnny said, and find boots lol.
That's
Cookie Monster
terrible.
72 said, I was getting as on this, admittedly, but it was only dropping to 90 FPS.
Oh no, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I've got mine locked down at 60 because of streaming. There's no point sort of having it more. And then it keeps everything synced because of my head tracking. But I can't see the guy. Hey, Lisa in the background. Now I've lost who I'm looking for now. Go to Caterpillar. And I think some of these things that are shooting us are missiles coming down from the base, potentially. But can you imagine, right? I can only go this fast because I got my shields on. It just doesn't make sense. It's caterpillar wreck site. Wonder if we were shooting someone who's nothing to do with it. Yeah, this is a caterpillar wreck site. There's possibly a little guy standing round and you can shoot the shit out of him with this and you won't kill him. Is that him there? Is that a rock? Looks like my gun's gone. Oh, it's still there. That's me pulling my trigger and I've got no gun. Which is fine, I guess. That went a bit further than I expected. God, no, oh, no weapon because of where I am probably. I can't see any guy. Won't see anyone. Bit of Z fighting going on over there. Got no gun at all. I can't find the guy at all. Should be here. Although he might be the one in the ship that was shooting at me. Okay, bounty last. Oh. Just one moment, this is work. Hello, in speaking. Sorry about that, guys. It was one of my engineers, and I've always said to them, if you got anything, just phone me up. And I'd rather them phone me and explain to me rather than, you know, do something and it be wrong. Right, okay, so I've retracked him again. And I'm not seeing a sausage. I am scanning for target. Those are going to be some minables over there. All the marker systems changed. Sorry about that quickie, by the way. So what size screen was it? Hey Nabs.
How have you both? Hope you have a good Christmas and
Uh,
a New Year late.
I will do, with a bit of luck, especially as things are changing. So after the new year I'll be sort of working from home and occasionally going into work, so I'll have much more time of the evenings. I can't see the guy I'm supposed to be scanning for. I don't think that's him.
Booking and st- You said 16. The intent is used for the good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't know what that is over there. Have you seen this on the other streaming platform yet, Cookie? It looks amazing. Don't know whether this is the guy I'm after here or...
Ultimate audio is better here.
Yeah, the audio's better. It's probably... I could turn it up a little bit, but you're probably not getting a lot of the game sound. I've also turned off some of the elements, so that's not broadcast over there, basically. You should still hear me speak above everything else, though. So I can't find what I'm looking for. What I'm supposed to be scanning and finding, I don't know. Let's go and have a look over there. I seem to be giving enough money for something.
Been playing a lot of Raid. Some cool games have been released. The Eurofighter and the Weapon.
Oh yeah, I sort of had a look at it once, and it's all right, but it's sort of like a cut down sort of version of, say, DCS, and I'm still very much DCS. I understand the differences. It's a lot easier to get into, but I've still got no weapon. Look, is it turned off? I wonder. Oh, there's a lag pips button. That's good. That should always be on. Yeah, I don't seem to have any weapons. Look, unless I'm sort of somewhere where I can't shoot. That marker's over there. Let's go and have a look. But it doesn't look like I've got any weapons. So I've got missiles selected. But this speed is killing me. It's just ridiculous. I should be able to swoop in there, get my eyes on, have a look, carry on past, turn round, and then get ready to shoot. But instead now I've got to troll along at a haughty speed of 209 meters per second. I will be back sometime this week, as I said, and Christmas Day will be streaming. Well, I'll stream, Lisa won't be. What I end up playing, I don't know exactly, but it'll still stream over both channels. Oh, I know what she's talking about now. Yeah, so that target seems to have disappeared, to be honest. So So I'll abandon the mission and see if there's anything else. There was an issue with missions being uncompleted. And we'll abandon that one. See if there's any more offers of anything else. Look, no contracts. So I suspect contracts have dropped off again, so they got a problem, I think. Right, okay. Anything anybody wants to say?
Next to a station.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but you'd still expect to see some sort of list of something. Excuse me.
Anyway, got to go.
Yeah, no worries, matey.
Johnny said, granted.
Usually you can just pick one up from one place. So now, right, because I want quantum, is there another quantum within this? Oh look, no there isn't. And now I've got to hit the button, get my shields off. Now I can do quantum. You can see why I keep muting now, but I always say if I mute, right, you won't hear anything, and normally you can tell when I'm supposed to be talking. It's pretty constant. I need to go back and pick a target. We're not going to be able to make that jump over there. I won't be able to see that. So, did I just cough then down the mic? It's going to be better to go there. I do apologise. Right, let's go over here, whatever it is. So yeah, they seem to have an issue with oh look, can't quantum again. Yeah, it looks like there's an issue. So the way it says spooling 0. And again, because I've got that selected, it's not going to let me jump to anywhere else. And it seems like it drops off, doesn't it, after a certain amount of time. Invalid target, really? Or is it the wrong side of the planet? I'll cancel that. Now, that's Johnny.
Is can you crash on as much as you do indeed, yes?
What do you mean crash? I don't crash, do I? It's quite easy to crash actually. And I can't pick any targets. I can't pick any quantum. Am I still in quantum? Probably not. I am now. There's Johnny. Can't see anything. Can't believe there's no boots, by the way. I'm going to have to have a look. So it could still be locked onto this target here. Let's try going around this way. See if that helps. See the way it's not spooling? That's the only marker I've got to jump to. So it looks like quantum's, is it? Yeah, it looks like it might be quantum's gone. Again, it's not spooling. So, old school days, just literally you can switch things on and off, you can get out the seat. It's not spooling at all. Okay, so you switch the ship off and on again. Where is it on this one? It's over here. This isn't quite ready yet to the way they need it to be. What they've got is animation, so when you click a button, his finger will go up and press it. There you go, switch your ship off and on and see if that works. And then after that, you get out your seat and sit down. You've just got to remember that if you're in a fighter, don't do it. Right, so we should be able to jump over to there, no problem. Frames running at 50. Still going to the planet. Don't know why I went red, but you know, I've not got any shields up, so do you see? Right, so now we've got to find where Seraphim is. There's 01. Possibly one of these. Magnus Gateway. You don't want to go to anything marked Gateway by mistake, because wherever it is, it'll be miles away. And I mean miles away. Some of these are miles away as well. Thurston at the other side of the system. John is down at area 18. Could be one of these. Wherever the main planet is, right, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say the space station is in a geostationary orbit, and that's going to be the other side of it. So looking over here now, we just go to the one that's going to drag us over. That array may help. What's the one above? OM3, that will do the job. So you have OM1 and 2 are the poles of the planet, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 are around the circumference at the equator, effectively. And then that allows you to jump all the way around. Might still be a little bit out. So where's... is that it over there? It's Comaray. Could see that from the other side, couldn't I? I might have to just go for it. Just looking at the markers, they're not all the same. Now I'll have to find the map. See where I am. Okay. So you see it's just tucked behind there. Oh, I could... can I? Can't see. Can I see a line to Selin there? I can just see Selin. I can pull myself around enough. And then stop over here. If it lets me. It should do. Oh no. Well, you never know. The reason being is this is a gas giant. So it's going to do one of two things. Not jump because it says obstructed. Wonderful. So now I've got to reset that again, which is a pain in the ass. Be nice if there was a nice easy reset method. But we know where it is. There's one there. OM5. That should get me around. That's just through the edge of the atmosphere of the moon. If anyone's got any questions, by the way, just jump in and ask. So you're not exactly interfering with anything. And now it's not going to bloody jump at all again. Let's go back to this one. Used to see a lot of little niggles like this. So you go to jump and it just switches it off. We just scooted around the edge there. So with a bit of luck, that blue one, or even that one there. sometimes you gotta be careful because what you're trying to get to is further around than you thought, so gonna have to set another one. It's not that one.
Johnny said, best fun was yourself, Lisa, and I doing low-level flybys on planet a gazillion years ago, lol.
Oh right, yeah. Is that when we were trying to sort out what the sound was like and stuff like that? I do remember all the time she got stuck. You know, do you remember she'd go and investigate and she'd just get completely stuck somewhere?
God's screenies.
Yeah, when we were all stuck in the, or me and her was stuck in a bloody container.
Cave.
Oh yeah, caves, definitely.
Hate F caves. Lol.
Caves are quite good. They're a little bit different again now. I haven't had a chance to test this ship properly yet. Oh look, after all that's behind me.
No.
The big ones I'm on about. There are some different ones, not the titchy little ones. Still haven't seen any animals yet, but then half the time you can't even get anywhere. We're close enough. So we can just change that out to quantum. You can't make a call from miles away when you want a hanger. And if you look, there's these two long things. So all the hangers are based around there, so you just aim for them. And then when you're close enough, you should be able to make a call. Just remember that if you're not careful, you'll end up just crashing into something. It's quite easy to do, especially if it's as dark as this. Oh, I'm too far there. Try again. Try again. I think. There we go. Oh, look. Gives us one over there. Is it a hanger or is it the hole? Looks like the hole this time. There's a sort of top-down hanger just underneath. One side's got big metal things on and the other side's got this. Oh, wasn't paying attention. I do need to put a switch for those legs. It's a little bit off. Move over a little bit because otherwise it'll go through its argy-bargy with the doors. It got in nicely, but it just wasn't sort of aligned with the middle bit, was it? It's because I have to go and look at my keyboard, which is an arm's reach away, and look for the key and press it. And I really need to do that. Yeah, exactly. Come on, get out. Did you find it all right on the tube? Frame rate now is 30 odd, but it's fine. You've also got an elevator. It's over this side. So if you go in here, everything you own is on this elevator. And if you want to get anything out of storage or put anything in storage, you basically have to go in. And at the moment it looks like it might not be raised. Oh, it is raised. Let's lower it. So it's going down to the warehouse. Let's get off this screen if it lets me. So it shuts the big doors. It pops the elevator down, keeps the door shut. And then you sort of drag the stuff down here. Like if I wanted that, I could put it on there. And if I wanted a drink, I could put it on there. And then I can hit this button. And go out. When this opens up, There you go. So there's my drink. So hold Alt and H, which is a new button I learned today. Come on. And then I can pick my drink up. Is there a drink? Yep. Pick it then. Okay, drink it.
Donnie said, open up.
Okay. So I'll put this in the skip. Oh, now the trouble is that's in the way, so when I'm trying to select, see, it can't see what it is. It's that I want. Click on it. Throw it over there. Just throw your drinks in the corner. Got them magically bounced off the wall. So this is some armour which you can get from the armour shop. So you should be able to equip it. I wish it... Oh, see, that's not good enough for me. I wanted to open, but now I've got this funny flight hat. Hello, goddess. How the hell are you? So it's been working a bit better today, but there's still some issues. But at least I could move around and do some jumping. And my hair's a bit weird. If I go over to this screen down here, I can put everything back in storage from here.
Got it? I said, decent. How's you?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Try the other channel. Now it's all working. I found out what the problem was yesterday. And believe it or not, the thing that stopped it was you have a timing for your text, which is normal and ultra low and stuff like that. And the problem is when you stream at 2160, there's no way you can have one-to-one text. And because it was set to that, that's not, oh, for God's sake, have you noticed the tan lines as well? Because it was set to that, there was no way it lets you stream because it sort of buffers it a little bit, and that's it.
Do I hear Lottie in the background?
Oh, did you hear her? Why am I naked? Because I'm trying to get this stupid hat off. Yeah, she was ferreting around downstairs. It's not going to put the helmet on now.
What are you doing?
Oh, Goddess is saying hello.
Oh, hello.
I told her you'd fly with her.
At some point when I come on,
See?
Mel's got to do my mappings and stuff for me, and then I've got to get used to all the new stuff, and I'll
What-
probably do a lot of exploring to start with because.
Hang on, can I translate that?
What?
I'm not coming on.
Are you not?
No, you. I'm not coming on. I'll arrange to come on, but I won't turn up. Ask Johnny. He knows that one, doesn't he?
Shut up. Is he on, you say?
Hey, Johnny, yeah, he's
I'm
listening.
surprised. I'm surprised he's on.
And Kev, and I can't.
Oh, we like him.
Yeah, she'll watch.
Well, I'll crash and burn a lot, so.
That
yeah.
means you're going to have to stream it.
I'm not streaming it.
Yeah, how's she going to watch you, dumbass?
Because she can watch you and I'll be in with you, so.
Oh, right. So you're going to be playing with me and go exploring, and I'll be going exploring with you. Is that what you're saying? My helmet's gone again, by the way.
There's a lot of stuff I don't know yet, so.
Hang on a minute. Hey, there's Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
What?
At last, Johnny, you're back with us. It's only been like a couple of years.
I can't put my helmet on. Oh, there it is.
Is what I'm waiting for.
It won't be the first time.
Yeah, a lot of that, got it.
It's right. Let's take my helmet off now and see. I should get rid of the. I should get rid without having that stupid head thing on. Let's take. Oh, yay! I was right. There you go.
I'm gonna crash your ship.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you not
good
going to
it.
crash my crash
Yeah,
my
crash his ship. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
There you go. He's got his 1970s.
What Johnny has?
Yeah, 1970s. Oh, you're doing another cup of tea?
Yeah, Johnny, you're half naked. I'm
Only,
not surprised.
yeah. That's only because you can't be fully naked, otherwise he would be. When you're flying ships, you need your helmets now. And if you go down the hole when the ship goes down, there's no doubt Johnny will demonstrate. It sort of messes things up.
Remember the time I was flying in ship and we accidentally got blown into space?
Oh, yeah, we're getting you to mind.
You not seen.
Yeah, that's true. Here's another, this is another interesting ship. As I said, I do like the design of some of the alien ships. So let's go back and call it up. There it is. I did click on it, didn't I? Request delivery. Go back. Hope it's not putting it in a small hangar now. Should be bringing it in this one, which is the noise you can hear. Where's Johnny? Yeah, if you sort of go down there, it sort of breaks it somewhat or stops. You can use the little map on the top left. Call up your maps and we can sort of create a little marker and it'll give you a path to somewhere, which is quite good.
Plaza Lisa.
T Plaza. You noticed, I don't know whether you've noticed, Goddess, when the mods talk, it's a guy and everybody else is a female voice. So this is another alien ship, which is quite nice. It's a lot better than it used to be, as I said. It's got size 4s on, I think they're size 4s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Who's that? Somebody donated a bit then. I can't see it. I've got too many screens, overlaid screens, but whatever that was, thank you very much. Come on.
Holy shit, Johnny.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Dropped 1 bit. Mel said, "Thank you for the bit, Johnny Cameron."
Yeah, thank you for the 1 bits in plural. So this is...
So one thing he said, any
Oh, yeah.
ideas what I can do? No, I don't. Not a ship.
At the moment, no, the answer is because it's not been stable enough to be able to do anything at all, to be
Johnny said,
bluntly
"All
honest.
these dollar bills I earned last night."
Oh, right, yeah. So, to be honest, I wouldn't even risk flying in Pyro to do missions. It's a nice place to go and have a look. If you want to do missions, some of the basic stuff at the moment are some of the basic deliveries. If you want to fight, I would do fighting, but I would stay in the Stanton side. There's far too much in terms of instability, which is why they've put this patch on and left the original one on. So on that basis, I would hang fire. After Christmas, then it's probably worth doing when they come back and they make another few changes. But the stability is not great. Like you can't quantum, you can't do this, that, and the other. And if you're spending the money that you've got or trying to do anything, you're going to get really frustrated. I would go around and have a look. It's great for screenshots, but did you see what I mean? Are you a new player, by the way, or is it just that you've come back to it and you're going to go and have a look? Oh, thank you very much, noob. Oh, man, why is that? I'm incapacitated. Johnny, can you get up here, mate? For some unknown reason. I'm dead. Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, you're a long-term player then, so you know the score. And at the moment, as nice as this is... Yeah, as nice as this is, and as good as the frame rate is at the moment, it's a bit of an issue. And you're just going to end up sort of getting really frustrated. And we all know how that is. So I would just wait.
You mean my hanger, what you need?
No, it's all right, matey. For some reason, thanks, darling. That was to you, Johnny, by the way. Thanks, darling. I just took off in my ship and died as I was going up. I was just going to show how that opens and stuff and what it looks like, but the ship just said I was dead. I didn't know what had gone on. I'd got no
You're
controls.
back in the
or something.
hospital.
Thanks, darling.
No, I'm just saying you're back in the
Oh,
hospital.
you saying, are you back
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you
yeah.
were telling me after I'd
No.
woken up in a hospital with my
No.
with my nightgown on and all the rest of it.
No.
Right, Johnny's in his hangar. Am I in the party? Stop laughing. Oh, look, see what I mean. Shall we go in there? Shall we? Shall we go? Is it?
Oh,
Do you know what works?
That's
Watch
the
this.
lift back again.
Watch. I'll
what's
go in the lift and it'll be fine.
No, it won't. It's the lift. Yeah, that bug again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're dying.
Oh, I'm getting a bit. I don't know what's going on down there. I'm not going to look. Oh, don't look. So basically, yeah, if you see the lift and it's black, don't go into it. Oh, you made it to Seraphim. Now it's dinner time. Yeah, I've got to go in a minute. We've got visitors coming soon. So I'm going to hold backspace and I'll end up at the hospital. Now, sometimes that happens because when you get back to the hospital after having a weird death, your character's bugged. Yeah, no worries, mate. I won't be on too long. Oh, right, okay. That sounds all right, actually. By all means, go and do it. I'm not really sure, but whatever it was, I mean, asphyxiation and dropping through space at the time, it might be one of those things that people sort of appreciate from what was going on, I think. Wasn't quite sure, just looked a bit tentative. Shall I? Shall I? Nah. Just wake up in the hospital. I am glad I put my YouTube as not for kids, although I'm being quite careful. Right, okay. Let's see what else is going on. Can you see what I mean? It's just some of those odd ones. I'll reclaim that ship. It's not going to take long anyway. It's 1 minute 41 because it's classed as a small ship. The Matrix, yes it did. It's bizarre, isn't it? What else have we got? Hover quads. I don't think I've been on a hover quad yet. Starlifter, Caterpillar. Oh, I don't know what that's doing down there. I claimed that ages ago. It's a really nice ship, that is. I'm not going to pay for it though. There's no need. Cutlass Blue is very good. I'll call that one in. It's a bit like the F-16. It's got really good vision from the cockpit. I'll put a suit on. So it could be that I just died when I went up because there's no oxygen in my ship for some unknown reason. Look away. I'll press the button. It might all suddenly appear. So it's a little bit odd. This is a very old bug. And it might be that the lifts are broken. It's alright. Oh! Where the hell am I? Oh, look where I am. I had this yesterday. Look at the posters. I'm going on tour. I'm back to May. I've slipped in time. Do you see why I said it would be frustrating, by the way? Now I've got to try and get back out of here. And oh, at least the lift come this time. Have you got settees in your hangar yet, Johnny? Have you gone and bought yourself some stuff? So I'm just bimbling around, to be honest, not doing a lot. It should be my hangar. There's my ship. That makes a change. I better put some clothes on just in case we have a bit of an issue with the oxygen.
Yeah, 'cause it was all bug.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Underscore and Uva said. You were just here.
It's just bizarre. Now, half the time I run around in this because no one's going to kill me for it. Do you know what I mean? It's cheap, it's free. I keep pressing the wrong button to go back in there. So the cockpit on that is really good and it gives you such good view. This is a prison ship and it's used for going round and catching crims. It's a little bit like Star Warsy in as much as the fact that when you catch your crims you put them in one of those doodads that they used in Star Wars. That was open. I want that
Johnny
one.
said, Starlancer in my hangar, you've not seen it.
I haven't. Give us 2 ticks. In fact, pop up and I'll 0G over to you and I'll leave this as rubbish somewhere. So you can see this is where the prison cells go, and eventually you press the button and these things all rotate around and you'll take the prisoners off to prison. And when you do that, they turn away from being the player into AI, and that means the player ends up in prison as such. And the AI, you go through the motions, hand him over, get your payment, blah blah blah, which is a reasonable enough way of doing it. Just got to get in the right place to get in my seat. That'll do. Not sure where all the buttons are on this. They've redone it all, changed all the screens. All the Drake stuff is very brown. Everything's got a fan, as you've probably noticed. Switch the chat off. I'll just meet you up there, Johnny. But from here, you can see you've got an unimpinged hood, which is absolutely brilliant. Excuse me, one tick. Just waiting for the hangar to go. I'll be really considerate and just park this somewhere above the hangar, shall I? I can always get it back. It should still be there next time I come in, unless it sort of cleans up the stuff. That'll do. So yeah, the screens do look a lot nicer, a lot tighter than they were before. I can't wait till all the gravity stuff works, the atmosphere, although I'm after quantum boosting so you can actually go where you want, how you want. These have got airlocks on the side. So these airlocks will allow docking and various other things if it opens. Doesn't look like it's doing much, does it? I'll go to the back door then. I don't like having to press buttons to do everything. We used to just run through and it knew you were there. It's like you got a mat that you stand on and then it opens. Or if I close it here. I didn't make it. Oh, don't tell me. I'm alright. Slid out. Gonna have to wind my mouse wheel up so I can actually run fast enough to get out the back. There we go. Okay, where are you, Johnny? That is over there, right. That's a long way actually. 5 clicks away. Oh, that's how we move now. So it is moving, it's just very slow. And if we go back a bit. So when you're actually doing EVA and going through buildings, you've got a lot more control, and you're not going to sort of suddenly get there and then find that you suddenly just fall down in a big pile. What time is it? Excuse me, I'll just reach over and get my tea while we're making our way. Are you coming over, Johnny? Just pausing my head tracking. So, sort of on the way if you're just taking off. I'm flying over, but I'm in the middle of the station. So, according to that, he was 3 miles away. Not sure whether that's true or not. I should have waited, because in theory, that should turn round and he should be coming to me. But I don't think it'll actually do that. That's possibly him. Can you see me, Johnny? I'm sort of moving over to this side of this big spoke. If you open the door, I'll try and fly straight in. So this is the Star Lancer, I think it's called. And it does quite a few things, doesn't it? Okay. So again, you can see it's a MISC, just like the Hull C's, Hull D's and the Freelancer series. That's not a door. I think there's a door there. Where's the door in? Is there something underneath? I'll just point down there. Go and have a little look. Unless he's running back. What is this ship again? I know it's a Star Lancer. What is it does? Isn't it some sort of crafting thing? Crafting me bob. Eventually the hand things will come where you'll be able to use the body of the vehicle to pull yourself along. So there's usually a hatch or something somewhere. Ah, that's it. I thought it was. Oops. Oops. Easier said than done. There it is. So you don't really get scale when you're outside, do you? There you go. Should I better get straight in? But no. Where am I? Bounced off the edge. Slow it down a little bit. Pulls me in a little bit. There we go. Straight in, no messing. Apart from the first bit, which was a bit of messing. But other than the first bit, it was straight in, no messing. There we go. Steps, yep. So what have you got in mind, or daren't I ask? Let's put my helmet off if I can. Probably not. Won't let me turn my helmet off, I don't think. So there's something up there. He wants me to follow him, I think. Okay, we go upstairs to the cockpit. The detailing on the seats and all that stuff is just absolutely ridiculous. You know, you just look at some of the work that's gone into some of the stuff, and then you say, what do you mean it's taken you like God knows how many years? But it's, why do it in 2 when you can do it in 10? So this is the ship. Just move these over a little bit. A little bit of Z in there. There we go, we can just see us in the
You
cockpit.
want area 18 for clothes?
Yeah, go on then, let's go down and have a look. I will have to go in a few minutes. We've got people coming about 7 and I don't think the time will be right, and I've got to do some cooking and stuff. So while we're there, let's just jump off to 7, area 18, and see. But if we get there quick enough. The trouble is, if I want my clothes to be anywhere, I have to take them, whether it's in the ship or in a backpack or something like that. Nowadays, for some unknown reason, right, you can't put your flight suit over your clothes, and it's like having overalls. You know, you can put your overalls over your clothes, why not? Oh, you got no spawn animation by the looks of it, unless I'm too close. Or was that a little jump? Are we on the way? I think that was a little jump.
No, we haul him.
Sorry about the ASMR. Are we jumping at the moment, Johnny?
Yes.
Okay, there's a bit of desync. So let me get out the seat.
Server lag, yes.
Could be the server. I'll just go and walk over here. Sit down in a different seat. Okay. Blast door, okay. Enter remote turret. Yuck. Don't like this sort of level of mouse control. It's too much. I'm sure there's a... Are we really? We haven't moved? You know what's going to happen? You're going to be there and I'm not going to be there. So we're in quantum apparently.
Yeah.
This is bizarre, as you can see on my stream, whichever one you're looking at. I'm not moving. I'm stationary, as is your
See
ship.
you moving about.
Yeah, I've walked down. I sat in a different seat to see if it'll snap me out of the issue. I think my character's probably screwed up with, you know, the issues I've been having where I was dropping through things and so on. But that's about it. We're not actually getting anywhere on my screen. We're just sort of stuck in space. Maybe it's all just an illusion.
Miscellaneous and not like this.
Um,
Open the caps.
Yeah, exactly. It is nice, and you know that's its saving grace. It is, as I said yesterday and earlier on,
Said true.
it's the best damn looking space arcade game ever. I think that might be a tagline on every video, just to, you know.
I've got cherry blossom stitching.
You've got cherry blossom. STI. Cherry blossom stitching. It's quite swanky, isn't it? Right, so what can I do to sort of get this to catch up? we're going at 56 frames a second now. Can you imagine? Quality wise, that's an idea. Let me switch over to the screens, and if you look at the graphics, and my gamma's not actually on, the monitor will do it, but I haven't got SDR on. We're on Vulcan, full screen 4K. There's no scaling whatsoever, it's not needed. Quality is very high. Scattered objects medium, as you can see. Water's medium. Tessellation is medium. We've got shadows high. Volumetric clouds high. Motion blur, yes. Motion blur should be no. I don't know why that's back on. Oh, I know why. To download something, didn't I? VSync sign says it should be locked 60. Film grain shouldn't really be on either. Those usually aren't on at all. So that will switch some of that nonsense off. That will always save you a bit more in terms of frames. Just getting rid of motion blur will save you a few frames. Judging by the sound effects, we're there now. Or coming into it, but I can't see anything. Maybe if I go and have a little lie down on your bed. Have you got beds? Probably, but they're not going to be here. Radar is... what's this? Let's go and have a look, shall we? We'll have an investigate while he's doing that. Okay, these are his fuses. What these are. So I can get the fuse. I've got to be careful because if... oh, because otherwise I'm going to pull something out. That was unintentional. Can we get the fire extinguisher yet? I don't know what that was doing, but I unplugged it and I shouldn't have done. It wasn't intentional. These are okay jump pods. I think original Battlefield 2142 was it? Oh, he's got a nice little... hang on a minute, what the hell's that made of? This is a port up. Have you? Not sure what's happened, mate. Try and switch it off and on again.
Okay.
Did it work when you switched it off and on again? I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, did you see what that pool table's made out of? It's either to give it some sort of surface, or I wouldn't like to play pool on that. Balls are just going to be all over the place. There's got to be some quarter somewhere. Here we go. Last time I tried anyway, the beds didn't work. Can't see outside of this now when I'm lying down. We can see he's moving. We can hear he's moving, but hopefully it'll catch up. Have a look. If we sit somewhere, we should be good. Oh, is that where I come in?
Landing.
Okie dokie. So when I come back, hopefully I'll see Area 18.
That will be 1,299.
Yeah, you're welcome, matey. I like the fact you've got a racetrack around your ship, where you can just run round and round. It's excellent. This is the engine. So you can hear we're doing something. There's quantum drive in there. That doesn't make sense. I should really just have a look at... There's M work for map. Nope. If we go into here, right, so if you keep zooming in, you can be on the map section. It shows you where you are in terms of layers. So we should be able to find out where Johnny is, and he's here at this end of the ship. And then if we tilt that, we could see what layer he's on. Oops. And we should be able to put a mark on where Johnny is. So if I hit double click, and there's a button and I've completely forgotten what it is. It's probably there in front of me. And what that will do. Anyone remember what the button is? Could be I, could be B, could be V. It will basically give you a line and give you a route. I think I might need this. That's habitation. It's engines. This is another bedroom. Gonna be stuck in here. It used to be like when we first started, we could never find our way around ships and things. It's another bedroom. We used to end up just running around, especially in the big ones. This isn't even a big ship. There he is. Oh look, are we somewhere? If you hold shift and S, it should slide down the stairs. I think that's a lift, and miraculously we're either in area 18, which we are, or if I can get out. Right, it's just a bit of a delay. It's this way. If you haven't seen this on the other channel, by the way, it does look very nice. It looks as good as what I'm seeing now, and better than what you're seeing. It's a hell of a size hangar, isn't it? Surprised they didn't have a little vehicle to... Very, very carefully. I suppose if you... excuse me. In real space, you sort of have this hose pipe. Oh, bollocks. Johnny, I fell through the floor. Yeah, after all that. Are you sure we was in area 18? Sorry, I'm coughing a bit there. You can see all the different areas around. Look, we're under the map. I think it did. Can you imagine it sucking you in butthole first? Yeah. Sucked me in through the sewer system and spat me out the other side with all the other turds. That's not great, is it? But it is what it is. Anyway, I think on that note, being as it's 6:30 and the visitors are coming very shortly, it's probably an opportune time to finish. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching